Audio is on, and video is on.
Hello.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to this stream. I'm Dana Terrace, creator of the Owl House.
I'm Luz Batista. I'm a storyboard artist on the Owl House.
And I'm Spencer Wan. I was the animation supervisor on the Owl House.
Who also now...
I work on Spider-Verse. Oh, I own my own studio.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing too many things.
You're doing so many things, Spencer. Yeah, you said it was going to be tart, but it's actually pretty...
It's because I put a bunch of sugar in it.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't have sugar.
Are we live?
Yes, sorry. This is apple blood. Spencer made us our very own apple blood, and it's very delicious, but...
It's going by so fast.
Okay, so the point of today's stream is to raise a bunch of money for a good cause. Rock the Vote is a wonderful organization that focuses on educating young voters about how everything works, registering young voters, and just helping people get involved, especially in like grassroots elections, which are extremely important. If you want to learn more about the organization, we have a link under the Twitch page. And other than that, we're just going to talk about cartoons, some behind-the-scenes stuff. I know a lot of fans are very creative themselves, and maybe we can give some advice on how to get into the animation industry. We all have very different paths. Even though we all went to the same school, we all had extremely different paths after school. And I think that's something we can all talk about.
Yeah.
But we'll also take some questions from the chat when it's not blowing up with a million emojis.
I can't stop reading it. It's just going by so fast.
Yeah. And we have a wonderful moderator today, the Heartless Hero. Thank you so much again for modding one of these charities. And check out his website, themysteryofgravityfalls.com, for some sick Owl House merch and merch for other wonderful shows. Let's just, first of all, we've already raised a couple $1,000, which is incredible. My campaign thing, like
3,000.
Wait, let me
Sorry.
reload. So I think it's 4,200. Okay, let's just get started. Spencer will be taking the first random request, and then we will be alternating between taking random requests from any amount to the highest amount. And we'll be doing that for as long as possible, so let me just go into the campaign manager. Oops, I have the script up, please don't read spoilers. More desktop spoilers. And the first request is from Ash V. Can you just draw Ida being Ida? Alright, let's do it!
I haven't drawn Ida in like a year.
Oh, has it been that long?
It really has been this long.
Wow. And thank you for donating, and we will be saving all of the drawings and posting them up afterwards to save everything.
Let's see.
Alright.
Okay, so you draw a line just like that. Can I get this there?
Yes.
Which size? Ooh, there it goes. Working out.
Okay, we're gonna start interacting with you guys and checking out the chat.
Yeah.
But I do have a question for the fans. One of my favorite memes of all time from Reddit, Lego Ida. I think I understand the origin of Lego Ida, but please, someone enlighten me or tell me if I'm wrong. After Agony of a Witch, and spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the whole season, after Agony of a Witch, and Ida gets captured by Lilith, is Lego Ida a reference to, hey, let go of Ida, and then it just spurred off from there?
Yes.
And there's a bit of a lag, so we have to wait to see your answers.
Oh my god, look at it go. can't tell. It's like a bunch of yeses and a bunch of no's.
Bunch of yeses, bunch of no's. All right, that's clearly a discussion for the Reddit. Someone please invite me in the future. I hope it's something nice, because it's a really funny meme, and I think I would love to have a Lego eat it someday. Since we already raised so much money, let's just go ahead and spin the wheel and see what the hell happens.
Yeah.
What? Already?
Dude, yeah. I may have said that every $1,000 we raise will spin the wheel. I wasn't expecting this much this soon, so let's go. And Luz, you're in the clear.
I'm in the clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Camera's up there.
That makes a lot of noise.
Ultimate crossover. Audience's choice. Okay, so in the chat, let's see what the few most popular crossovers you want to see us draw, and we're gonna draw that. We might wait till towards the end of the stream to draw that, just because we want to get a couple of requests in. But yeah, let's see what are like the top 2, top 3 most asked for crossovers. Maybe we'll make a poll on Twitter to help simplify that choice. And yeah, let me erase that, and we will spin this again in, let's just say 20 minutes, since you guys already raised so much money. We gotta catch
I
up.
can't help but watch. It's a lot of fun.
My hands are so shaky.
I know, it's so nerve-wracking drawing in front of thousands of people. 5,000.
Don't tell me that.
See, I have no shame. I'm just gonna be Control-Zing the entire time, and you're gonna see how many times I go over things over and over and over.
Hey man, we're all human.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay, so let's
I should have zoomed into the beginning.
oh my god, I love the way you draw Eva. It's so pretty.
Yeah, he understands the shape of her head really well.
Okay, so we're 3 animation professionals. If you're interested on becoming a creative professional, ask some questions. Let's have a conversation.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna loosen up a little.
Oh my gosh, this is.
It's a lot. But I'll be fine.
Seeing a lot of
Hoot Lingo. Hoot Lingo is the coolest thing in the world. Like, I use Duolingo to kind of brush up on my Russian, and the fact that the official Twitter account has been like playing along with this idea that Hootie and the Duolingo owl are friends is really heartwarming and lovely. And yeah, it's just one of those weird expected things you don't expect to happen in a show, or at any point ever. But it's cool. Okay, let me slow down this chat. When did you, from ICT, when did you realize you want to pursue animation? Currently a college kid pursuing physics, but my heart wants to get into animation and storytelling. Fun fact, I actually know a couple of animation professionals who started off in physics and then went to animation. It's interesting. I don't know why that's a pattern, but it's a pattern. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. You go first.
Oh, me? I've always wanted to work in animation and art, but it wasn't until freshman year my art teacher handed me a college brochure that showed it was Micah, and then she gave me one for SVA, and I didn't know art colleges were a thing, and that I could be working in animation. I just knew I wanted to do art, and I fixated on that, and here we are.
Nice.
Yeah.
Freshman year of
High school. High school. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you asked my old lady, she'd be like, she was 9. But,
oh man, I love her mom. I've always loved cartoons. If you see my old sketchbooks, they're just filled with like Powerpuff Girl drawings and.
I feel like the story goes like this, right? It's been a long time. There, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that is beautiful.
Wow. That was so fast.
Okay, someone else draw. Your turn, Liz.
I've always been into cartoons, but I don't think I made the conscious decision to get into animation until I was 16. There's an audio echo. God damn it, I don't know why that keeps happening with my... Must be my house. I am so sorry for the audio echo, guys. It might just be the way my room works. I recorded and tested it before, thought it sounded okay. Actually, one second. Did that fix anything?
Well, I can't tell.
I cannot
I see a lot of yeses.
Yes! Oh, it fixed! Oh my god.
Beautiful.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, guys.
I am a computer genius. Okay, now time to do the highest bidder request. Let's see who is the current highest bidder. Let me go over to the campaign.
My iPad's over there. Cool.
Oh, did you need it for drawing?
Maybe, and just in case I need reference or something.
I see. No, you should draw it from your head. Because that's how it's going to make the most interesting result.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Predict.
I like to work smarter, not harder.
Realizing now I could have just had you hold a wine glass for me. But I didn't, and I struggled with drawing a wine glass holding hand for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think, where's that one?
Ida hands. My nails are too short.
Yeah, Ida has crazy nails. I love them. I don't think I could
forgot
ever.
the nails. Oh well.
Oh, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, our dear moderator, but I think the current highest bidder is $3.25 by Ronius. Umaru-chan sized loose. I do not
I
know.
don't know what that is.
I do not understand that reference.
Sorry.
But gremlin loose. Maybe it just means small.
Should I Google it for us?
I'm sorry, guys.
Hang on, just want clarity. Yeah, Google it.
Okay.
Let's see what this
Cool.
is all about.
Go.
I don't want this switched.
As we Google it, Spencer, how did you first get into animation? When did you decide? That's the thing.
Yeah, that one's interesting because it was because of you. If you remember, I used to work in a tire shop. We'd gone to school together, but I dropped out of college, and I was working a bunch of odd jobs, kind of wandering around and not really doing anything. And Dana convinced me to try to get into the animation industry.
I mean, you were already in the animation department, so I was
That's
just like,
true.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
what made you want to get into the animation department? It's a very sweet story, but
So I used to watch a lot of anime when I was a kid, and every now and then I would see these little scenes pop up that were amazing, and I'd always be like, look where all this budget went. And then I found out later that like quote-unquote budget was just certain animators from Japan working on everything, and I realized that animation was the coolest thing in the world, so I decided to pursue it instead of going to college for illustration.
Thank you. Oh, I see. She's super small.
okay, so just like tiny loose on top of a big Ida owl beast.
I'm thinking like
Yes.
Totoro.
Yes,
Yeah.
Totoro.
I wish you told me you had reference.
I'm sorry.
You just made me draw an Ida from memory after a year.
Yeah, actually, I even have model sheets and stuff just in case.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Oops, sorry, I moved your.
Oh.
You should be good. You should be
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is this
good. That keyboard works.
amazing?
We've got a very elaborate setup over here, guys.
All right, Dana, what are we doing next?
People want more Lego Ida. I support Lego Ida. I've seen a couple 3D models of Lego Ida, and I want to 3D print it someday. It would be so cool.
Is it like Ida is a Lego person?
Yeah, it's just what it is. Lego.
All right.
I still need to figure out the joke. I thought I understood it, but so many people said no, so now I'm confused. Here is a question from Facial junk. I got a question. How do you take care of your... what was that?
I haven't drawn the Alibis in so long.
Well, you can Google it now. We used to have to go on our own.
Because it's already out in the public.
Yeah. How do you take care of your wrist to avoid carpal tunnel and things like that?
Ooh.
I do wrist exercises all the time.
I actually don't do anything, but I know a lot of people like those compression gloves.
Oh yeah, those things. They always look cool.
I got carpal tunnel a couple years ago, and I had to do a bunch of stretches and sleep with a cat, like one of those like soft cushion thingies. And then I started developing a stretching regimen after like a couple hours of work, just because I tend to hold the pen very tightly. And switching, I don't know if you guys know, there are other options for Wacom pens. I use the classic pen, which is very thin. It's like a regular pen, and it's not like super grippy.
I noticed I started getting wrist pain because I also used to grip my pen super tight. So I started drawing exclusively in Sharpie for a year. One, to help me learn how to make stronger decisions when I'm drawing. And two, because it forced me to hold the pen super light, because otherwise, it's Sharpie. It's going to bleed over anything and spread. I also do a bunch of, these stretches. I do this all the time.
You ever do this one?
Oh, that's hard!
It's good.
Which one? That one?
Yeah. You just push up.
Ooh,
Oh,
I should probably do it more, because that hurts a lot. Stretch responsibly. There's probably diagrams online that show you how to do it better.
I saw that on a poster when I worked at Powerhouse.
Oh,
Nice. Should probably put those up at Disney when we eventually get back to Disney.
if we ever do.
Let's take a look. Oh shit! I said we'd spin the wheel again.
Did you?
Yes,
Mhm.
let's do it because God, it's just so much money. We have to keep up.
Do you just have the wheel? Oh.
Yes, I keep the wheel next to me at all times. So we did the ultimate crossover. Put a reminder for myself.
Oh, it's different. Okay, your hotkeys are so different.
Oh yeah, that's a clip thing. Zoom out is A, zoom in is Z. It's odd.
No hotkeys.
Already?
Is it already? Well,
Wait,
this
are
is
we
going to
dyeing your
make things
hair?
challenging.
Okay. Spencer does my hair a special color. All right.
Color.
Secret color. I have no idea what it is. But.
All right. How are we going to do this? Well, hey, at least we're getting it out of the way. I'll go get that hair done.
I'm thinking maybe we should wait till an hour, around 7, just because it's gonna smell.
Mm.
Oh, you want to wait?
I think we're gonna wait till 7 to make sure that it doesn't smell.
But it has been hit, so we're doing it.
Yes. Yes.
Way too excited about it. I love it.
Oh gosh.
I don't know how to draw this as a grandma.
I don't think it's a literal gremlin. I think it's just loose, cute, and.
Oh, I drew her like a little monster. Well.
No. Do follow your creative bliss. Please.
Oh.
Aw,
Wow.
emoji spam. Love it.
Who is that man?
That's a good question. I think someone explained the man to me once in my last Twitch stream, and I totally forgot who it was. But he has a very good face. Just saw a large... Huh?
Oh, I thought you were watching the stream. Okay, cool.
I mean, we are watching the stream. We're on the stream. What are Mr. and Mrs. Blight's actual names? It's not Karen and Chad. Funny, though. Guess it doesn't hurt. It's not actually a spoiler, their names.
I think this one's up to you.
Yeah. Okay. Mrs. Blight's first name is Odalia. So Odalia Blight. Odalia. And her husband's name is Alador. Alador.
Yes.
I don't know where I come from.
And I have some names for some shadow profiles because we don't actually really, we haven't seen their face yet. Will we learn more about Gus in season 2? Yeah, we're gonna learn more about like every character in season 2.
If you search Owl Demon, it's just pictures of King.
He is the king of
Oh my
demons.
gosh. All right, here's a question. So, from Beirut, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but so I'm thinking about doing storyboarding once I leave college.
Do you want one of mine?
Yes. Oh,
I've
it's so cute.
heard a lot that to improve my art, I need to keep drawing and practicing. Are there any other tips that you can give us about how to improve drawing / animation and, in your case, storyboarding? Let's see. General tips for animation and storyboarding. Well, yeah, drawing a lot, but it's also like, I don't know, I think about controlled learning a lot, like focused learning.
Personally, I've always been a big fan of picking, what's the term? Someone you want your work to look like.
Yeah.
Like
Like an inspiration?
yeah, like an inspiration. You know,
Yeah.
pick like an artist that you're inspired by and try to figure out the things about their work that you like. And you can sort of, from that point, start to like ingrain those principles into your own work. And over time, once you have enough different inspirations, you'll eventually just have your own art style. So
Yeah, I think that's what there was this old meme that went around DeviantArt back in the day.
wow, we're bringing that up.
But it was just like a inspiration map and just collecting all your favorite artists, smashing them together in one little boxy format. And it's so interesting. For certain artists, you could really see what they were kind of, not stealing, but what they were taking from other art and putting into their own. Who are some artists that you guys are super into?
My favorite animator is Toshiyuki Inoue, he's Japanese. He's worked on basically everything. If you've watched anime at all, you've probably seen something that he animated. And yeah, I'm an Inoue stan. Dana or Luz.
Oh, me?
We get that.
Do you?
No.
Artist that I really liked and
Yes.
followed. The only reason I started drawing was because of Naoko Takeuchi. See the creator of Sailor Moon? She unfortunately imprinted on me in a way that I've never been able to let go.
Unfortunately.
Not unfortunately.
She's
I'm like,
amazing.
she is amazing, but it's just more like, I don't want to seem like I'm copying her all the time, but I love her. I also was a big fan of Satoshi Kon's films growing up. The first, like, what... Aside from Kiki's Delivery Service, I never really watched anime films. And one weekend I got stuck watching Perfect Blue, Princess Mononoke, and Blood the Last Vampire.
Oh my
And
gosh, Blood.
That was a weekend.
Oh.
I was like, oh, it was like a random anime weekend on this like movie channel for cable that I don't think is around anymore. And
I remember finding the anime channels, you know, before streaming, before all these websites were actually hosting anime, and you just had to find, I remember discovering Tenchi Muyo for the first time, just randomly flicking through channels and being like, oh my god, this is beautiful. And also, I don't know why all these girls are obsessed with this one, like, kid. It's very weird.
that whole trope of like all the girls fighting over one boy is always...
It was so weird, because I always thought that, Tenchi was like 15, and I always thought like all the other girls around him were much older, but I guess they're kind of 18? Or is Ryoko secretly a million years old? I forget. But in any case, that started me looking into, discovering Toonami and starting to watch other things, and yeah.
That Yu Yu Hakusho creator, him as well. Togoshi.
Oh, I love those drawings. I love his drawings.
I owe him a lot. You're a fish. Okay, I think I'm done drawing. I don't want to draw anymore.
Well,
Luz,
that's
we have
unfortunate.
3
because we
hours
just
left.
started.
All right. It's my turn to draw, and I will draw your ultimate crossover. So let's hit the chat with what crossover you want to see. I'll take the one that seems to be the most prevalent and get drawing ASAP.
Hey,
Oh,
Dana,
Luz,
can you
this is
speak
super
Spanish?
Thank you.
I can only understand a few small phrases, so I probably won't be able to understand anything in the chat.
Oh no, one of the questions was if you spoke Spanish.
Oh no. We'll teach her one day these days, though.
Yes, Luz is planning on teaching me.
My mom's not gonna let that.
And
the
also-
whole family's gonna be like, yeah. Want to speak Spanish?
I mean, I took Spanish for 3 years, but for some reason, the only language that ever stuck in my head was Russian. And it's probably because I lived there for a short time. But okay, I'm seeing Amphibia, She-Ra, Gravity Falls, Avatar, DuckTales, whoops,
Kipo.
Stranger Things, Kipo, oh gosh. Okay. So far, looking like I'm writing down. I'll put a poll up so that we can get an accurate presentation. Lego Ida. Not quite a crossover, but I do love it. Luz, that drawing is super cute.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
I thought you were done drawing. You're like still going.
No one's moved me, so I
Okay. Let me...
I do want to ink this later, though. I do want to ink this for this person. I could have that back
Oh,
at some point.
convenient.
Yeah, man. Amphibia, She-Ra, and...
Shara.
Shut up. Whatever.
Sorry for crossing over you right now.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm totally blocked from view, which means I can make any face I want and no one can see it.
Nope, not anymore.
Ah.
Ha ha. And pull length.
7 days.
I will give this 10 minutes.
So you'd better hurry.
Okay. The poll is up on my Twitter. I just took the 3 that looked like they were the most messaged. So in 10 minutes, I'll check back and I'll start drawing.
Yeah, I can pick the. Oh, wait, no, never mind. While she draws, we can pick the next question.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, we have 10 minutes, so pick the next question.
Okay.
You can slow the thing down just by scrolling. So go for it.
You're in the middle.
Okay. I'm trying to find questions.
Yeah.
This apple blood stuff is
Software? Want to talk about that?
Yeah. I'm in my first year of college studying 3D animation, but I also have an interest in working in 2D animation.
Just speak up.
Oh, I am in my first year of college studying 3D animation, but I also have an interest in working 2D animation as a character designer. I was wondering what kind of software you would suggest I should learn. Thanks for answering my question. Creative Sunshine. Hi, Creative Sunshine.
Oh, let's switch seats so that I can draw the crossover.
I'll shift one. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just do the... It's like a gradient. Look how close my face is. You can see every wrinkle in my forehead.
They're beautiful right now.
Do you move your eyebrows when you speak? Like, you know, when you...
No, I only move my
overemphasize
eyebrows when other people speak.
them? What does
Whoa. I caught it.
They're all confused.
It's the wire.
Uh,
There's a wire there. Watch the wire. It's
Take the
treacherous.
Oh, we're answering the question. Okay, yeah. What kind of software do you suggest I would learn?
Photoshop, right? For photo, like, I
I
feel
mean,
like
for
for
basic,
character design.
yeah, for character design.
Oh, character
pretty much
design, right, I
everyone.
missed that.
Pretty much everyone uses Photoshop.
It's pretty standard. And
Yeah.
then Disney has Harmony as well for color work on characters.
I would recommend Harmony just because, like, if you ever want to work with palettes, you can easily, like, switch them.
Yeah, Toon Boom Harmony. I
yeah.
mean, that's the program I animate in, so if you ever
Yeah,
want to, like,
same.
cross over into animation, then...
And like a lot of these programs have crossover with each other, so a lot of the hotkeys are the same, and then you can always change the hotkeys to be whatever you want. Like my Harmony hotkeys are super different from what they gave me because I like what I like.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it.
But as a character designer, I think you should worry on drawing instead of like the software itself. That stuff will come in time. Like wherever you work, if you have to work on something else, you'll pick it up.
You end up jumping jobs all the time, and they all use different software, so the most important thing is to draw. The most important thing is to draw.
Just draw. Did you say the moist?
I did.
Oh.
I did say that.
What? I don't get it.
Just thinking about it.
Let's keep moving on.
Let's check the... Wait, let's briefly check the Twitter.
Yeah.
The
poll.
Twitter. Oh, we've got
That's
Shira.
neck and neck.
Yeah, that's getting pretty close. Ooh, live updates, dang.
I didn't know Twitter could do that.
It's too close to tell. 6 minutes left.
Alright. Oh my god, the lag.
Oh, no, that's not lag.
No, I just see it afterwards. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
There's no move. There's no dancing. No dancing. No.
Oh, lots of
Dancing.
I was doing it.
Oh my gosh, $6,000. Okay, we have to spin the wheel again.
Already?
I know.
Okay.
That's wild. You guys
I
are
have the
amazing.
wheel,
Oh.
and I will put it right here where Luz's
Precious-
drink is.
the
So I just like go
precious
like this right and spin it as hard as I can.
Yeah. There you go. Kiss.
Reveal half of new season 2 character. What does that mean? Half?
Just half the face. Or,
Oh.
I don't know which half yet.
Which half would you like?
Who are you doing?
Do you need to control the computer for this?
For what?
For revealing half of the face.
I'm gonna draw it.
Got
Oh,
Oh!
perfect.
So I'll draw that as we're waiting for the crossover poll to end. Just
mm.
briefly, let me ask Luz here.
Sure.
Because I have a couple. Which one?
I'm partial to that character.
Okay,
I love
it's
them.
unanimous, no names.
Gotta
Top
scooch.
half or side half? I feel like side.
I feel like you lose a lot if you don't show the whole top, though, with that one.
What, like this? Or like this?
Like, I feel like
That's
for
true
that
because a
character like
front
this,
view.
because there's like some stuff going on up there that you like kind of want to get all of it in the picture.
True, and there's some stuff under here that doesn't. Okay.
I'm confused. Which one
All
do you
right.
pick?
Don't worry.
$7,000!
about it. Just
How
little-
does this happen?
Are you kidding
Oh my
me?
god, okay, we need to catch up.
Okay,
Should I spin the wheel again?
Give it a sec, because we have the
Okay.
poll coming up and we need to see the poll results. Okay, half of the season 2
So
characters.
excited.
Can you scoot your chair to the right a little bit?
Wow.
Thanks. There, now I can put my whole head in frame.
Oh, my bad.
Hello, valued viewers.
Wow. It's not the same hotkey for that, but it's okay.
Would you like to take a look at the poll, Luz?
Mm-hmm.
We might.
Oh, but you can't do that while Dana's drawing, by the way.
Oh no, yes we can.
This
That's
is the laptop.
Oh, that one we
these two
can.
monitors
These two
are
we can.
connected,
Okay,
that's fine.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Still neck and neck.
Actually, now
Wow.
I
Gravity
think
Falls
Amphibia is
surpassed.
losing out, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
I might draw an Amphibia crossover anyway because it's a dope show. And
Yeah.
Charlie's my buddy. I mean,
We all love Brawley here.
I know and
So
love all
kind.
those showrunners. Okay, hairline.
Wow.
Wow.
So many emojis.
Do you want to slow it down? See if there's any questions?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just scroll like that. Do not open a new tab.
Oh my god, you're right, my hands are shaking. Damn.
There's something about being watched while you draw that just...
I mean, I don't know. I feel like all of our figure drawing teachers used to just watch us draw
I really am thankful for Gaffney coming by.
Hey Dana, which Blake twin is older?
Never really gave that much thought. Which one is that?
Never gonna come short.
Emma definitely acts like the older twin.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
And that's it.
Yeah. I got so distracted by this drawing.
Please
I love
don't
that.
watch me draw.
Okay, my bad. Alright, you pick the next one.
I picked the other one, and it
Wow.
made Dana very upset.
I was like so totally upset, you guys.
Yeah.
I think I made his forehead super big. Sorry about that.
Did you just
Sorry.
gender our mystery character, Dana?
I guess I did.
That reveals
but I will
more than we
not.
intended to.
I will not reveal his
Do not reveal his name.
name. Oh my god, I'm draw this character all the time. Come on.
So many chats.
So many Chads.
No, oh my god, no, this isn't who you think it is.
Huh?
Nothing. I think they're assuming this is.
Oh no, that's not who it is.
Different.
No.
Different.
They haven't been shown yet.
I don't know, Luz, you take a spin at it.
Oh, that one's really good. Any tips for non-artistic roles in animation? Seems impossible to get experience without already having experience.
That is a tough one.
Any non-artistic roles? I don't know, besides like being in production?
I think they're talking production.
Yeah, that's... RPAs are so important to us. I don't know how we would get anything done.
Oh yeah, our Owl House production staff is so fucking awesome. I love them so much.
Yeah, there's one in particular that without her, I don't know. She's amazing. I think leadership roles, like for example, being able to tell people, hey, I need this work done, or I don't know, organization. I guess like in production, like what skills do you have for production?
Organization is super
organization.
important. Because other people are going to be constantly touching what you're touching, so if your computer's a mess, no one can find anything.
Yeah.
Communication
Management.
skills.
Communication skills.
Being able to clearly and effectively communicate what you need.
And don't be a jerk.
No.
No.
Remember that your artists are humans and they can only work so fast. But you know what I mean. It's like you're helping out production. You're moving things from point A to point B, making sure that the pipeline is seamless and that notes are being covered or things need to be shipped. There's so much you can do in animation that doesn't have to require art. I wish we had more lawyers in animation.
How do you even get a production job? Like what channels? Because we know.
See, that's what they're asking, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, since none of us have any experience in getting a production job, we might not be the best people to answer.
Yeah,
Probably not. How did they get their jobs?
Everyone seems to have such a wildly different path.
Yeah.
If we find out, we'll be sure.
So cute.
The crossover poll should be done. Let's see what it is. Let's see what the ultimate crossover is.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. I love it. I worked on Gravity Falls.
I did not.
Neither did I. I
It was
watched it.
my first job, and I had a wonderful experience.
I mean, I didn't work on it. I didn't mean to say that I didn't love it.
I don't think anyone thought that.
Or maybe everyone
That's
thought
true.
That.
It's a shame.
Oh, Infinity Train.
Yeah, that
would've been
nice.
Maybe I'll draw that on my own. Check the donor page also. Want to see
Oh
where
my
we at.
goodness. Join cut.
You need to hit refresh.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Okay.
We're-
Gravity Falls crossover. Who would be who? I mean, that's
7,569. That is
you
beautiful.
guys are champions. We'll spin the wheel again in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
We'll just get my bearings.
So did you rig the wheel to make it read Spencer dyes Dana's hair a mystery color? Because I feel like I've seen it land on that 3 times. Every time you've tried it?
I only sent that one video to show that I bought the wheel, but other than that, 3 times. You're crazy. I mean, that's gonna happen. Once it hits 7 p.m., we'll
Destroy Dana's hair.
I've dyed my hair so many times, so many colors.
But never have I dyed Dana's hair.
I'm scared.
Do you have gloves?
I'm also excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going full Hot Topic on this one.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
that form of rebellion is great.
After the stream and everything's been sorry, I have a really hard time talking and drawing at the same time.
How about we talk?
Yeah, we can talk. We can get to know each other.
Dana doesn't know that I'm going to give her coon tails.
Oh.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. What do you think? Yes.
Is that when we were in high school and it was like the stripes?
Yeah.
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 Emo days.
Emo days.
Emo days. Oh.
Oh, wait, that looked like a thing.
Yeah, you're only 19. You still have so much time.
Luce, no one on the chat can read what you're
I
reading.
know. But it's I think whoever wrote that will know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, how about that one?
Everyone gets so bent out of shape about how old they are. No, you have enough time.
This one.
Yeah,
That's
I
easier.
know professionals that didn't, land an animation gig until their 30s, and then they're like super awesome rock stars now.
Yeah.
Wasn't there that whole Twitter meme about that too?
I do not know what you're referring to.
It was a long time ago, and I assume that everyone remembers the things that I remember. We're using Clip Studio Paint to draw right now.
Yes. It's cheaper, and it has nicer brushes, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I also love that it's not subscription based, unless you're on the iPad. But even then, you have a one-time buy. How kind. Hear about this one?
I think all of us moved from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Dana, where are you from?
I am from Hamden/New Haven, Connecticut. I say slash because we moved once. But yeah, I'm from Connecticut.
Luce.
Oh, I moved a lot. So I'm from. I feel like I should say 3 places, which is Jersey, New York, and Atlanta. I lived for a couple years in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is near Atlanta, which is just easier to say. I'm just an East Coast baby.
Yeah. And I'm from Georgia. And it looks like the rest of this question is about getting into animation. I'm a recent grad for animation over here, and my professor said the only way to get into animation was to move to LA or New York. Do any of you have advice for moving / what are your thoughts on that statement?
I don't think, not necessarily.
Especially not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
Like, COVID changed everything.
It's
in the
changed
sense of we could all work from home or we could work remotely from anywhere. While yes, at the time before COVID, it was easier to get work by moving to a major city. That doesn't mean it's impossible to work from where you're at. There are so many different things you can do that's animation related from the comfort of your home, like whether that's like advertising or working for like different production houses, freelancing with like independent animators because independent animation's a thing.
There are also other animation industries around the country. It's not just in Los Angeles. I mean, I worked in Texas for 2 years.
Atlanta's booming right now.
And also, like, we have a bunch of full-time artists on Owl House who are from the other side of the country or from completely different countries. Like, it's completely possible to be a full-time animator, full-time storyboard artist from wherever you live.
You just got to get real good at what you do.
Gotta get good at what you do, and you do have to play the internet hustle, which is a pain in the ass, but it's a necessary evil for our industry at the moment.
Yeah.
Just reminds me, I had some baby raccoons climbing over my porch a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
They
And
were
what did you
so
name them?
cute. I didn't. I kept trying to get pictures of them, but it was too dark out. It was so cute. In the end, I just ended up watching them from the safety of my office window.
I love the photo you sent me of the skunk sitting, just a little baby skunk, just perched.
Oh my god.
Just right in front of the door.
I opened my door once and there was just like a tiny skunk sitting, like waiting for me to give it food or something. I was terrified. It was so good.
Remember that time that skunk chased me through the Disney parking lot?
I remember that. They travel through the sewers.
They traveled
We
through time.
saw.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, let's see.
Oof, I am drawing so slow right now.
Oh,
Hey,
take your
don't worry
time.
about
Yeah,
it,
we're-
because the longer you draw, the longer I can go without having to draw.
Yes. No.
Ah, who would King's Parallel be?
In Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Bill.
Oh, duh!
Yeah.
See, I am a real fan.
You pick the next one since I picked that one.
Me? Okay. Have you ever made pixel art, Luz?
Oh.
I knew that.
Does MS Paint count? Like drawing on MS Paint in 2002?
Yes,
2001?
absolutely it counts.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was drawing my trio of Sailor Scouts in pixel art.
Now, is that your own trio?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
Hell
yes. Ooh, I almost said their names. No. But yeah, I did. But like I said.
I tried making pixel art in high school, and our teacher told me she hated it.
I also tried, but I had a friend who was so good at it, and I ended up stopping because I felt embarrassed compared to her. But then I learned, hey, it's all cool. We're all just having fun and making art.
Mm-hmm.
But then I didn't try it again because I was teaching myself how to animate and I got distracted. Yeah. I think anyone like close to our age has tried pixel art at least once.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rite of passage.
Especially when you couldn't buy a tablet back then.
Oh my
And
god.
you do it by mouse. I remember drawing by mouse.
Yeah.
Drawing on a mouse is probably why my.
You ever draw on a trackpad like Luz is doing right now?
That was too hard. That was impossible.
Didn't Jeff Liu make a whole bunch of trackpad animations when we were in
Oh
college?
my god, he did. So good.
So talented. So many fans from Brazil. Hi, Brazil.
Hello, Brazil.
I love it. Let's see.
So,
You picked the last one, didn't you?
I did.
Dang it.
You get very quiet
They're
when
so-
you're reading these.
I do get very quiet. I can read out loud, but then I would.
But then you would read the entire chat out loud.
Yeah, and then no one's gonna be happy. Hi, Texas and Chicago and Mexico.
How about we
Yeah.
spin the thing one more time? Since
Oh,
we're
wait.
still-
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Rock the boat. Let's see where we're at right now.
Well, I think we have to do a makeup spin.
Oh, okay,
Right,
so that
sweet.
works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are several spins
We are
behind.
several spins behind.
Man, I really hope it lands
Oh!
on the secret.
Oh, so now we are
Oh.
more than several spins behind. We are many, many spins behind.
Okay, let's just go.
I'm gonna spin it so hard. Ugh.
Wish I wore a dress for this.
Snippets from original pilot.
Oh,
I love the pilot.
Okay.
Is that on
I
the
will
screen?
put a pause on this drawing and I'll move over to the secret mystery incentive page. The pilot, the original pilot, the unaired storyboard pilot, was in many ways very similar to the first episode, but there were a couple major differences. For one, let's see if this is correct.
I just noticed that putting in the
For one,
You just noticed that?
Amity made an appearance in the pilot. Luz attempts to befriend her because Amity unwittingly or unknowingly stands up for her in class. And as a thank you, Luz draws her a picture, but she got I think the line specifically is, I got a paper cut while drawing it, so I just worked it into the picture.
I think that is the exact line, yeah.
Yeah. I know like every episode by heart, unfortunately. But as you can see, there's a lot of similarities with like Ida and Luz. This was a slightly different scenario where Luz tries to run away from Ida, and Ida's like, hold on, I know what you are. You're a customer. It's kind of similar to what we got now. I think for a lot of the original boards, we just literally used those for the first episode. Like, this is exact. What else? The Owl House looked a little differently. This background was drawn by, I believe you pronounce his name, Leonard Weiss, one of our freelancers. Amazing and incredible. He helped us nail down some of the early concepts for the show, and instead of being a living room, it was more of just like a
Foyer.
foyer. But it's a beautiful drawing, and we took a lot of inspiration from his concept pieces and worked it into the actual house. This scene, exactly the same. They just put my boards into the pilot. Lilith made an appearance in the pilot. She,
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I forgot she was like so early on.
Yeah.
For both her and Amity.
When you're making a pilot for a show, especially a pilot that's not going to be aired and it's just going to be used for testing, because this was shown to like a limited amount of kids to see if kids were into it. You kind of want to throw as much cool stuff as possible into that first episode, even if it's not the first episode you actually want to do. So I was just throwing in as many characters as like I thought would be interesting, Lilith being one of them. I think at this point, she was, at the very, very beginning, she was actually the principal of Hexside instead of Bump. That was before we figured out where we wanted to go with the story and how we wanted characters to develop. It didn't quite work for the series, which is why we ended up changing it. But yeah, in an alternate universe, she's principal.
Didn't she also turn into a... I will stop talking.
But yeah. The ending was a little different. Luz does get stuck and she has to find her way home. But in rewriting the pilot, me and our season 1 story editor, Rachel Vine, amazing writer, we thought it was more interesting if she made the conscious choice to stay and then, had to deal with the consequences of that later. But here's just a very sweet moment of King checking himself out.
So cute.
The ending hug was a little different.
I love that. That's when I really fell in love with Ida.
Yeah, Ida still didn't know what a hug was, just slightly different.
You think that got bumped to what, episode 3?
No, it's still in the first episode.
Oh, right.
She's like, what's
It's just
going on?
mentioned again.
Yeah.
It was just the
the
reasoning why she's hugging her. It was just
Yeah, I
like,
think the lines are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Same with King.
cute.
And yeah, that's some snippets and some background info for the original pilot.
Beautiful.
The rest
is history.
Related.
Oh.
I mean, it's not history because we're still like writing the dang show. Yeah,
This is
I
true.
hope that was interesting.
That was very interesting. I forget how like different pilots are from like the actual show.
How long ago was that now? I was still in Texas.
2017.
I mean, not for Does Luz play Minecraft?
Does Luz play Minecraft?
This one does. This one does.
Yeah, you
I spent
do,
8
huh?
or 9 hours yesterday. It was my day off.
You've been playing with Nick, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
He built a giant cowboy.
Not entirely surprising, but we shouldn't be talking about something that animates the chat. No, that was my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if Minecraft is pretty popular.
Oh, we're talking about Nicholas.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. No one here wants to hear about Nicholas.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah. Nah, but
Nick, if you're watching, hi.
I don't think he is. I think he's working.
Aw,
Boo.
good luck, buddy.
Yeah. Don't you love people who work hard?
I enjoy people who have passions. Oh, that's right. I drew Luz's leggings, but they can also be Dipper's socks.
Why?
Why did the pilot go unaired, and why are a lot of pilots never shown to the public?
It changes. Honestly, it changes for every studio. Cartoon Network uploads their pilots. They have like a whole system where you make a fully animated 11-minute pilot and then upload it to YouTube and see what gets the most attention. Disney never really did that. They like keeping everything top secret until the very last second, and I can understand it, but it's also a little frustrating because at least if you make a fully animated pilot and it goes up on YouTube, even if your show doesn't get greenlit, you have something to show for it. Studios that take the Disney Channel approach, it's within their legal right to not upload a pilot, but it's just kind of a bummer. If it doesn't go through, then you don't get to show it. And it's even kind of a bummer if your show does get greenlit because you don't get to show it. Maybe I'll get in trouble for what I just did. I don't really care. But, yeah, it just depends on the studio.
I'm going to answer it. Question to Spencer. How do you became so good animator? Any advice to get that stunning level of animation?
How'd you become so great, Spencer?
I practiced a whole bunch, and like I said before, I picked influences was the word I was looking for. I picked influences, and I studied their work and took the parts that I thought would suit me best.
Dude, you're insane with your studying. I remember in college you had
I was not insane. Dana had over 100 sketchbooks.
No, I mean that.
Yeah,
I mean
that
that in the best of ways, insane. It's
Let's all
great.
argue on this
You studied incredibly hard. You had.
I also never finished anything.
You were always working though. Before Sakuga,
Boring.
before that website, you had all the animators set into the different folders and everything they worked on.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember trying to get that folder from you.
I gave it to you.
No, I never ended up getting it.
Really?
No.
I still have
Took
it.
years.
I still have it.
It's fine. The website's there. It's fine.
It's true.
But,
yeah, because you asked me for it, and I was like, here's the website.
Yeah, and I was like, well, and I made my own username, and now I can watch my own things.
Yeah,
but
that was fun back then, editing all those videos and grabbing clips from them. That folder was huge.
you were able
It
to
was
tell who
huge.
animated what, and I remember being like, wait a minute, because I didn't have that skill set yet of seeing who
But
was
now you
different.
can.
To a degree. Even then, if it's flawless, I can't tell, but then you could always tell what studio does which
If
episode.
it's flawless, then it's one of 12 people.
Well then. I don't know their names, but I probably admire you. I'm terrible with names, but I'm
Oh,
good
sorry.
at
I messed with the mouse. I keep grabbing the mouse.
Dana, we're gonna pick up the mouse and move it really quick. Okay, cool.
Alright. I hope I drew a big slash through your drawing.
Oh! Wine.
That's not wine, it just looks like wine.
Oh, I'm just gonna put that over there.
it's It's ooh.
What?
So the recipe for apple blood, I actually made 2 different apple bloods because Dana and Liz both like vodka. I used an apple-flavored vodka, cranberry juice, bitters, brown sugar because it came out way too tart, and a slice of apple.
Delicious.
Yeah, and mine is the same thing but with whiskey instead of vodka.
21 and over.
21 and over. I'm like 47 years old now.
Oh, you...
Sorry.
Stop grabbing the mouse! What did you knock over?
I knocked over the charger.
It's all good.
I'm not drunk.
We're not. This
Nobody is drunk.
This is like pretty mild stuff. It's tasty.
Incredibly, yeah.
It's very tart.
Yeah.
I've
Well, I
done
like
I've done
cranberry
better
juice.
drinks before.
I'm almost done with this, and then we can move
I
on
wanna
to the
do
next
another
request, which I believe.
I love all the Spanish in the chat.
Did
you see? Oh my god, I did see the creepy Hootie mod for Minecraft, and I
So amazing!
Whoa.
Whoever whoever made
I
that,
love you.
incredible.
That was really great.
What a feat!
I
What a
I
nightmare.
might install it just because, like,
What a nightmare!
You might install it. You'll install it.
maybe. I'm not gonna give a yes or no.
How
Just
how very boring, Luz.
I like to be a little private. Yeah, I'm most likely gonna install it though. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, I remember Alex is the one who texted it to me. Did you see this? I was very, very happy to see it.
It makes me wonder if, like, if I go into somewhere I can't get out of, if I follow him back, would he leave me out?
That's a good question.
Right? Like, because I
Huh.
found this big mine shaft. And I kept dying. We shouldn't be talking about this. Anyway.
Talk about whatever.
Minecraft.
I picked the last question.
You
I feel
picked the
like,
last
I feel like
questions?
you should be picking.
Okay, let's keep going down. Oh.
What? That one?
Um.
Oh, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you see?
What are the names of Basha's lackeys?
We know Skara, but what about the others?
Skara. Yeah, there's Skara. And then there's the green-haired girl. Her kind of like crew name is Amelia / green-haired girl because it's different on different incidental sheets. And one day, someone from production just kind of named everyone at random. Some of the names stuck, some of them didn't. So she doesn't have a specific name. And then the healer girl is Kat. Her design is loosely based off of one of our board artists, Kat Harmon.
Was Amelia's as well?
No, those designs were made at the very, like, almost in development because I had just, I was, they were buddies and coworkers, and I was just trying to figure out designs, and I asked, like, oh, can I do this? And Bo's not part of her lackey group, but the other healer girl is Bo. Am I missing anyone? We know Basha.
I actually have a picture of it.
You have a picture of it.
I think that's it. I think that's all of them, actually. At least the ones on the Grudge Bee.
Man, you were so prepared.
I was. I worry.
All I brought was alcohol and hair dye, and Luce brought the entire Owl House development.
I have anything. I have
this.
like almost every file on this freaking computer, which is probably why it runs so slow.
Okay.
Actually,
Are you done?
I'm done. It's Albert. Who
Wow, that was an attractive laugh.
Spencer, you're
Well,
great.
did you all land jobs straight out of college in the industry, or did you have to take some time? I feel like this was partially answered, but I'll start over. I did not land a job. I dropped out, and I worked odd jobs for about a year.
I did get a job almost straight out of college. I interned for Jib Jab, making e-cards for a few months, and then I became a storyboard revisionist on Gravity Falls. But after Gravity Falls ended and before my next gig, there was about a year where I couldn't find full-time work and it was just bouncing around. What about you?
I graduated with a job, but 2016 and 2017 was a really hard year for me.
Lucy and I worked at the same studio first.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Animation domination high def.
that was one of those things of like, oh, I graduated and you had dropped out and I met you there. I was like, oh, small world.
Already?
Yes.
I ran out of drink. What am I drawing?
Do you want to
We have a random request next.
Random.
So we will take a random request. Whoopsie. Let me just bring that up.
That's a great question.
How old do witches live to be? Yes. Let me answer that as I find a random request. Witches and humans generally have kind of the same lifespan. There are some demons and witches on the Boiling Isles who find ways to live longer. I know there's a joke where Bump is with the basilisk and he's like, oh, only 300 more years until retirement. Just kind of meant to be a joke, not taken literally. But yeah, generally it's around the same time unless they've figured out some kind of magical thing to extend their life. Random requests. Let's do it. This might be a lot, but tell me what you think, Spencer.
Luce and King meeting the Elric brothers with Luce trying on Edith's
Ed's jacket.
and gushing. That
It
is
took
so
me a second
much
for the
fun.
Elric brothers.
Yeah, Al's suit is really so basically Luce meeting the Elric brothers. Do you think you could do that? Or at least part of it? Yeah.
Which one's with the Elric brothers?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, that's not part of the show.
No, I thought the same thing. I thought it was like Edric spelled wrong, and I was like, oh no, Elric brothers.
Oh, I never put that
Full
together.
Metal. Yeah.
I could draw Luce and Ed's jacket. That's an easy one.
That's an easy one.
Draw Luce and Ed.
And I'll draw Ed in Luce's clothes.
You do you, man.
I'm just gonna do. Oh yeah, I'll do.
I like the idea of him in Luce's clothes. It's gonna be a crop top shirt.
This is my.
Little bitty boy.
It would definitely. Yeah, his jacket is like canonically too big for him, so it would be way too big for her.
I love that jacket. They always remove it from the show. They're like, how long before we can take Ed's jacket out of the equation?
I don't get why, because when his jacket is on, you don't have to draw that crazy metal arm.
Yeah.
So they're
Honestly,
like,
love it.
let's make it harder.
Guess I'm drawing the head first. This is how we decided to approach this. Oops. Listen up, Ed. Listen up.
Oh man, I'm so excited to see where we're at right now.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
I got kicked out of my charity management thing.
Did you?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm back in. I think it's probably just a timeout thing. Woo! We're almost at $9,000.
Wow.
$9,000 to save democracy and help young voters get registered. Also, if you are of age and you're American, go get registered. Check your registration. Tell a friend. Participating in democracy allows you to brag and complain no matter what the results are.
It's true. If you don't participate, then you're bragging and complaining without any sort of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll all make fun of you.
Oh.
Since we are at almost 9,000 and we're behind spins, let's give the wheel another go.
Oh, I thought you meant me when you said spins.
Oh, so like Spence?
Yeah.
She's too young. Luce is like 14, right?
Luce is 14.
Yes. She's too young for a quinceañera, my friends.
At least right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, we already did that. Snippets from the pilot. Let me just erase that because we did that one.
I
I didn't have a quinceañera.
You didn't?
No, I asked to go to Disney World.
Did you enjoy Disney World?
I did.
Great.
Yeah.
That's better than not enjoying
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah. Sorry, I got lost in the memory. I was like, oh no, but then we moved like 2 weeks later. I was like, oh no, I hated moving. Down to Georgia, actually.
Well,
from-
gee, thanks.
We never met down there, but I feel like we would have been better people if we met down there.
You two are both great people. Whoops.
I keep trying to press the button for brush size, but I keep not pressing the button for brush size.
Right?
Do you know which one it is?
I thought it was those two.
I thought it was
not.
those two as well.
She changed it.
Yeah, she changed.
Development drawings.
Yay! I
Some-
love development drawings.
Oh, should I? This is always over here, isn't it?
Never before. I'll once you're done with the drawing, I'll go over there and go through them.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a bunch. Yeah, development. Never before seen development drawings. Of the first drawings of Luce, Ida, and King. First drawings of Amity. Some of the first drawings of Bellos, where his mask looked completely different, and some exploratory doodles that I just had a lot of fun with. And I'll get to that in a sec.
Oh,
Draw
yeah.
faster.
I haven't seen those since like
Since-
2015, 2016.
Since we were living together.
Yeah, those are fun.
Fun fact, Luce is the namesake of Luce the character. We were living together when I went into development. Luce the character came from all of our conversations about high school and like reading Sailor Moon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And witchy stuff.
Witchy stuff.
And so that answers one of the questions. She is an Afro-Latina. I'm an Afro-Latina. I'm Dominican, so.
Luce has a hood, so this jacket has a hood with a hood.
Double hood.
Double hood.
Oh, what a great hand.
Don't look at my hand. Okay.
It's a great hand.
Spencer's very good at drawing.
No,
You guys are both great at drawing.
Oh, thank you.
Don't look at my drawing.
Everyone's.
Nobody in this stream look at my drawing.
I love all these questions.
Oh, this is a really good question, and I think this is something like we need to be more open about. Rates when you first started animation. What's considered good, what's considered bad. I was fortunate to land a union gig out of school, so my rate was pretty decent.
We weren't.
our beginnings were very, very, very humble.
Luce, how much money did you make on your first job?
Oh my god. Okay, so we.
And if you guys feel uncomfortable about this, don't
No.
feel pressured. Okay.
No. We
Yeah.
should. This stuff should be on the table. At the time, I was making $800 a week, which I thought was a lot because coming from graduating and working 2 to 3 jobs in college, being told $800 a week, I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. And then reality hit of like, oh, I live in Los Angeles. Oh,
Los Angeles is particularly expensive.
oh, I need a car. Oh, I have bills. Oh, I have a student loan. Oh, and it was just like one after another. So our rates were really low at the beginning.
I don't know what I made weekly, but I do know I made $20 an hour. Yeah. How much did you make hourly? Because we've never discussed this before.
No, we
Trying to
never
air
did.
out some
Actually, I should.
language.
I need a phone. I need a calculator.
Here, let me bring up my calculator.
800 divided by 40. It's actually not that hard, right?
It's not. It's actually like what, $20 an hour.
It's $20.
Yeah, we got paid $20 an hour.
So we both got paid $20 an hour. Well, at
Calculator.
least
Yeah, it was $20 an hour.
someone doesn't have a
Even now, that's way too low. I think for the amount of work that it asked for. What people don't realize is animation is actually incredibly taxing on your body, and it takes a shit ton of time. So $20 an hour wasn't worth it to me. It got better over time, like up to 30, 40 an hour. And then I came up with a day rate for my freelance stuff when I was first starting out, like $250 a day for 8 hours worth of time, because then that would cover my bills for the week. I don't know if you guys are freelancing, but it's good to. I really love reading reading like working 4 days a week and then 3 days for your craft to like build up your business.
Yeah.
And then just covering enough to like make ends meet for that week. I like being able to pay off my bills within the first 2 weeks of the month.
Yeah.
With the rates that you're making, and then saving the other two, I feel like that's the most fair start.
I feel like when I was doing my best to pay off my student loans, I was taking at least one check a month and just throwing it at my student loans. Luckily, I was able to do that, and I was living. It was tough living for those for a while, but like it was worth it to get those out of the way eventually. My very, very first job before Gravity Falls, my very first animation gig. I don't remember what I made hourly, but I think the total was $3,000 for 3 months. But it was also an internship, and I had a good experience. Isn't there a book that you recommended during one of our talks
it was
for freelancing?
I'm gonna look it up actually. I'll be right back, friends.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm right here. Just because at the time New York doesn't have a union, so it was a book that gave you sample contracts and rates for illustrators, graphic designers, etc. And I think that was a good starting off point. You know, everything's, you know, it's all art, it's all interconnected. See what other people charge for their time. We have a tendency to undercharge because we want the work, but honestly, they're going to pay for it. You can pay for it. Never mind. This doesn't have internet on it.
Once we find the book, we'll make a post about it later, because if you are freelancing, it's just helpful to have a basis of how to think about this stuff.
Yeah. There were some nice threads on Twitter recently of like how to rate, like people putting up their rates, which I was very thankful for, to see like what people in comics charge each other.
Seeing the different industries and how they compare.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember what the rest of this request was? Because I'm like...
Draw Ed.
Oh, yeah.
That's super cute, though. Oh, my gosh.
That is really cute.
What a big arm.
That's thumb.
Don't look at the thumb.
Like the thumb.
I don't remember how to draw it. I've never tried to draw a full metal alchemist character before. How do I move her over to the side? Can I just...
K and V? But if you use V, you have to hit Enter because it's
smaller, because I think Luz is probably shorter. Oh no, she wouldn't be shorter.
Well, Ed is canonically short, but
Yeah.
Luz is also...
But Luz is
14.
She's 14, so, you know...
And she's a cartoon character.
You know what? She's... and Ed's 15. Well, is he 14 when we started out? I forget. Make an educated guess.
Hey, I don't know, I've got a phone. I can look up Ed.
Okay. We were both like... here's a question that I paused on just because I think it's it's interesting, and it's something like every professional deals with. How do you cope with people saying your work is bad? This person is saying that someone read a script that they wrote and said it was trash. I'm so sorry someone said that to you. And
Rude.
that you should... Rude. Absolutely rude. And that you should pursue something more useful. Fun fact about Owl House, it's largely a spite project because someone said something very similar to me as well. I would get put down for a lot of my story ideas and stuff I would try to write. Like, no, you're just the hand, you're just the artist, and you know, being an artist is wonderful, but I also just genuinely enjoy writing. And I was just discouraged until I said, all right, fuck you, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want and avoid you forever.
Worked out great.
It worked out. But I guess to say, like, there will always be some jerk who's going to want to put down your work, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, and it hurting is sucks. But if writing and drawing is something that you're extremely passionate about, then it can also become a place of comfort. Spite is a good motivator for me, but it's not for everyone. It can be a very negative experience. How do you cope?
It takes balls to self-express yourself. at the end of the day. Like, it
Takes guts.
takes guts, yeah. Like, you're always gonna find someone say something negative. I think coming to terms with that, you're always gonna get better. Like, maybe this one's not the best, but the next one would be even better. And just because they don't like it, someone else might like it.
Yeah, and
You can't please everybody.
you can't please anyone. And like, if someone's telling you specifically, like, using the words "this is trash," they're obviously not helping you or trying to even help you get better. I mean, like, if someone tells you, like, oh, writing isn't useful, expressing yourself, artistic endeavors aren't useful, you can already just kind of like write that person's opinions off. Like, okay,
Yeah.
like, if you know in your heart of hearts that this writing and drawing is important to you, then anyone who just says it's trash or isn't useful, you can just kind of put them on a shelf and forget about them.
I had a really nice professor in community college in English, and he was very cautious about my career choices and kept saying, you really need an alternative. You really need to think of something extra because the arts are incredibly difficult. You're not going to make it. And it was one of those, okay, I hear you. Thank you. I really want this. I'm gonna go for it. It's kind of like accepting that what your cup of tea is might not be for someone else. And a lot of the time, I think, especially with the arts, people don't know how to talk about it in the sense of they tell you it's stupid because they were probably told it was stupid. That's not like an easy way of living, which it isn't, but that's their life. I don't know. I think coming to terms with the fact that you make your own choices in your own life and that you do whatever you want.
Personally, I've always just turned that rage into fuel. Like,
Big fan of rage.
fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway, sort of thing. Can I say that on this stream?
Yeah.
I made him too tall. No, too short. What did I make him? Whatever.
I think he looks great.
Shh. He's too short. His feet are gonna go below Luce's when I draw him out.
Well, good thing you can move it around.
Is there a lasso tool? There is a lasso tool.
It's M.
I already touched the button.
That's M.
And
I
then
changed mine to
I
S.
just...
And
nope,
then K.
That's not, then K. Okay, I just have to
Or
recenter. V. Where do I want you head?
This is delicious.
How about here?
Even as a professional, you have to deal with people hating your work. But you just kind of learn to roll with the punches. And at this point, I got a lot of friends. How do you respond to genuinely constructive criticism that you just disagree with?
You just
I
say,
play
like,
with the idea.
I just say, like, I genuinely disagree with you, but I accept your constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your thought. I've thought about it myself, and I disagree. That's kind of like the line you have to use a lot when collaborating with people, and finding compromises.
It's tricky.
What being in a team is about.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll take, like, there'll be criticism and I'm like, fuck you. And I'm like, no, they're completely right. Sometimes, and then just learning to distinguish what's true and what's not for you. That comes with practice. I don't know how else to.
Yeah, it just comes with, talking to a lot of other artists and realizing, like, what's a personal opinion, what's genuinely constructive that you can use that helps you reach your personal goal, and what's just someone kind of being a jerk. Learning that difference is really useful and becomes very useful for, like, your mental health, just making sure that you're not, like, beaten down by every comment that comes at you.
Yeah. I remember someone telling me I couldn't color when I was 15, and that enraging me the longest time. Next time they saw me, they didn't say that, though. Oh my god, you improved. Yeah. Fucking nuts.
Finally got the height right. I don't know if you've ever tried
No,
to.
you totally could.
Wait.
Sorry.
they can't hear you.
No,
I mean, they can't see what you're doing. That's an interesting question.
For international artists.
Yes. Someone who lives in Japan who can't afford American schools but wants to work in the animation industry. Worded that pay rate in Japan is very low, and a lot of Japanese animators are underpaid. Spencer, you know a lot about this.
Yeah.
Any advice on how someone from Japan or another country might work for American studios?
I know some things about this. I mean, I've worked in anime before, and yes, the rates are extremely low. What I can tell you is that the American animation industry is really interested in what Japanese animators are doing these days, so I think you might be a lot more valuable than you think you are in that regard. I think the best thing you could do if you wanted to work in the American animation industry would just be to try and pick up English or find someone who can translate into English for you, because I think that is really the only barrier stopping us from working with Japanese animators if they want to work with us.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a tricky question, you know.
It is. There's
And
so
this
many
is-
factors involved.
This
and
is
there's-
totally like unexplored waters. It's only in the past decade
sorry.
or so.
I gotta. People are asking for you to speak a little louder. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So, should I just repeat everything I just said?
Yeah.
I really think that. Okay. So the American animation industry, like as it is now, does not have that many animators working full time in it anymore. But people are kind of starved for that sort of animation that Japanese animators are doing, and so like if you're a Japanese animator, you could be very valuable to American animation. You just basically need to break the language barrier. And I think that's really the only thing stopping it. Like Takafumi Hori has like worked on Steven Universe. Like he does a lot of work for American studios. I feel like American studios would be really open to hiring Japanese animators to do scenes for their stuff, especially scenes that need to be like special. I think really the only thing stopping that is language. And I know that's like a big something stopping that, but
Yeah.
if you can figure out that sort of thing, or if you can find like a translator to pair with, I don't think it would be as hard to get in as it seems.
Well, there's also the worry of not being able to afford American schools, and
That's true.
I personally think that American animation schools are
Kind of bogus.
way overpriced for what they actually offer. I don't want to get into drama, but if you can't afford an American animation school, which tend to be very expensive, especially if you're thinking about Ringling, CalArts, SVA, it's very expensive. Debt is a very real and scary thing for some people, for a lot of people. But there are a lot of online courses that you can take that are, man, that I wish I knew existed or that were even offered when I was in high school. Schoolism's one. Rise Up Animation is not a online class, but it allows you to talk to industry professionals and just get your portfolio reviewed, which can be immensely helpful.
Concept Art Academy.
Wait, say that louder?
CDA?
Concept
Design Academy.
Concept Design Academy.
It's another good one.
I've taught there.
Oh yeah, Spencer taught there.
I taught there, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I took a figure drawing class there when I...
They've had some crazy people there, man. The guy who did like the Final Fantasy, the Fire Emblem concept art, like taught an illustration.
Whoa,
course
really?
there. Yeah. And I missed it.
Mm.
And I regret that to this day.
Yeah, and there, once you start looking up those, is DigiPen one, or am I making up a name? In any case, once you start diving into what online schools exist and what they offer, you'll find that there's a lot of more affordable ways to get training and to learn about this stuff without having to pay. Oh my god, how much was I in debt? At least 100 thou? Okay.
Remember when I dropped out of
60.
college and it was like a really good decision?
Everyone has a different college experience.
That's true.
Mine
However-
is very different from you guys. Oh, yeah, no, but I think it's a personal question to the person, like, on whether or not that would work for you.
We are getting a wait. There's a. Let me recheck the charity thing. We might have.
Okay. You know what? I feel like that's fine. I feel like I fulfilled enough of this.
I think that looks good.
Yeah, I think that's fulfilled.
My brain was like, do tones, and I'm like, no.
We're at 9,200. We will spin the wheel again in a second, but first I am going to take care of that one incentive that we hit
Oh, right,
20
'cause I've
minutes
been drawing
ago.
this
Yes.
whole time.
And I believe it was to show off some development drawings. And then after we show off the development drawings, we will be taking a request from the next highest donor. So we will ask for that in a second. All right.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Does anyone want any more apple blood?
Yes.
I'll make you more apple blood. Dana's barely touched her apple
I
blood.
know. She's working.
I'm nervous.
Just sit
I'm
there
a
nervous.
sipper. Okay. Development stuff. Luce, you might have seen a lot of this.
I did see a lot of this, I think.
So cute.
Yes.
Okay. Charity, NTO, ground photo development. Let's take a look at the first page. Haha! Look at that.
Oh, it's so cute.
So when I was first developing the show, I wasn't making like these crazy finished character designs because I just wanted to like figure out the characters first. This is, I think, one of the first drawings of Amity. Back then, kind of like how you saw in the pilot boards. In the pilot boards, she had her ears covered, and that's just what happened here. This was kind of like a crescent moon attempt at a necklace. But yeah, her final design ended up being pretty similar, honestly. We have Ida in a bunch of really random, like human outfits, and I always wanted to get a lot of these in the show, but it was just a lot of design work. I always liked this idea of her having like a winged backpack to keep going with the owl theme. Maybe that'll still end up in the show. Who knows? Yeah, she would just collect random stuff and be like, "This is high fashion," and I kind of love that. I love trash fashion. I think I said when Grom was coming out, like, I never understood fashion, so none of my characters do either. When I was first coming up with just even the premise of the show, this was the first little doodle. This one, this shape. This is Bellows, and that shape, I think he had a different name back then, but that shape was based off of a medieval margin doodle in a medieval manuscript and I thought it was a really cool design, so I just kind of doodled it. He ended up changing once we got actual character designers onto the show, and did a much better job. Luce used to have slightly longer hair, but it covered her shoulders, which is where a lot of expression and movement and emotion was. And
I didn't realize that was mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I always wanted from a female protagonist was someone with like a pixie cut and short hair, because I always had pixie cuts, or I always wanted a pixie cut. I didn't actually get that haircut till later. Anyway, King's proportions were crazy. The head is so big.
That's what I remember the most, is like a real skeletal head.
Yeah.
And just being really impressed by like how creepy it was.
Yeah, King used to be a lot creepier, but drawing hyper-realistic skulls is really hard, especially when you have to turn it in motion. And this was like, that was Ida. That was all just, there's Ida's personality in a nutshell, just, hey.
I love that.
Yeah, just like an interaction, trying to figure out how Luce and King interact with each other. I think this was the first time I figured out, like, oh, what if Ida turned into this crazy beast? There's more. I would do a lot of these beat boards just to be, like, before I even had episode ideas. This is how I would kind of figure out, like, what I might want to do. Oops, there we go. Amity or proto-Amity and proto-Luz interacting, having some kind of argument. This is just a cool shot. The original Good Morning monster.
I love that door.
On the
Yeah.
water?
Yeah.
I think I tried writing that scene, but it didn't work with the structure and ended up taking up too much time. But it is a fun visual that I really love. Luz going about town, wearing a plague doctor mask kind of thing. All these guys are just like from Hieronymus Bosch paintings. First drawing of Hexside before it even had a name. One of the first doodles of Willow. And this whole thing. The island, Ida being a badass. Yeah, I did a lot of these. And it's just to establish mood. Let's see.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before.
You haven't?
No.
I was experimenting with Amity hair and Amity designs, and this is a look. She had a wildly different personality
This is true.
when I drew this. Wildly different. The hair, I kind of like the hair though. It's
I love the hair.
big.
I like the hair.
Um,
There he is.
There used to be a running gag of Ida constantly trying to kill and eat King, but it felt like a joke that would get old very quickly. So, like I said, this is all just experimenting with personalities and relationships between the characters. Luz's first, I was briefly obsessed with figure skating, so I just drew characters figure skating a lot. There's no point to it other than it was fun. Luz's first Grom outfit. I think I drew this in 2017. Yeah.
He's so cute.
God, I even what?
Oh, there he is.
What?
Thank you.
I was just going through old development drawings.
Oh, I thought you drew that right now, and I was like, get out of town.
No, but that's it. Got that. Some cool beat boards. And some doodles.
Dudes.
Not really.
And I think our next drawing request will come from the highest donor, so let me just figure out who that is. I think it's your turn.
I think it is my turn. Let's do it.
Did you draw already?
Oh no, I was doing one of the incentives.
Oh, should we switch? Here. Luz, I'm gonna go over
I'm
and I'll
gonna
take
go.
your
Oh,
seat.
no, I can take the middle seat. Okay. Musical chairs.
Well, you see, this seat is all about putting my face as close to the camera as possible, and I'm just not about it.
It is nerve-wracking.
See, here I can, swing both ways. Wow.
Crickets.
Crickets. I didn't mean to say that.
Roundtable videos, $500. Ida cosplays as one of her favorite video game characters if the Boiling Isles had access to our library of video games. Yes, the Boiling Isles do have their own video games that they play on, the crystal balls, or at least that's how I imagine it. But yeah, okay, let's see. What would Ida's favorite video game be? Also, thank you, Roundtable Vids. Oh my god, the birth of Lego Ida. Oh my gosh, wait.
What, really?
Oh.
That scene.
Taking an animation error and making it a meme. That's premium. That's premium stuff. Good job. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it now. Fuck. I explained it to people all wrong. I am so sorry. Okay, back to it. Round table vids. Thank you so much, and thank you so much. You guys have been supporting the show for a really, really long time.
I don't want to accidentally knock. I'm also gonna move this further.
Let's figure out what video game would Ida like.
Minecraft.
Dark Souls.
Oh, Dark Souls.
You can't.
That's
Luz
just you
cannot
just
draw
like Dark
characters.
Souls.
I do just like Dark Souls.
Me.
Ida's favorite video game. Something where you get to like screw other players over.
Untitled Goose Game.
Ida plays Fall Guys.
Oh my god, I don't know what that is.
It's okay. I'll explain it to you later.
Who sorry you're drawing?
Oh,
Oh, you're drawing
gotta make this.
Minecraft, Ida. How would you do her hair?
It would literally just end up being like, right now I'm playing as Elmo, which looks horrifying, but I like playing as Muppet characters. I was Grover for a while.
Okay, so you know like Mario Party?
Yeah.
So like, and you know like those platform games in Mario Party where you're trying to like push each other off and like screw each other over? Picture that, but with like 60 people. That's Fall Guys.
Oh,
It's a lot.
sounds like a lot.
Yeah. You
What's like an iconic video game character that you think she might enjoy?
I think Liz is already drawing my. Oh, you deleted
Oh,
it.
I did it. Oh yeah. We were just kidding around.
It's okay, I'm sure.
I'm enjoying the fun from it. I'm like, yeah.
An iconic video.
But I don't think I don't think Ida would enjoy.
Someone mentioned Bubsy.
Do you think Ida plays
Bugs.
Bugs Sims? Who?
No, don't try that. It's scary. Everyone's saying Among Us, but I don't actually know.
Yeah, I never heard of
I don't
those
know what that
either.
is.
You do?
I don't
How
know.
many
Oh.
Bubsy?
Guys, I'm sorry. We're not gamers.
I am. I just explained Fall Guys to you. Come on.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
But I don't know what Bugs
I am
is.
gonna run to the restroom though.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll be back.
We'll figure it out by the time you get back.
Okay.
Oh, Fall Guys. I've seen you guys drawing Luz and Ida in
Well,
this.
that's Among Us.
Oh, Among Us. Among Us. Sorry. I've seen you guys drawing Luz and Ida this way. I don't quite understand what I'm looking at. Is that a spacesuit?
I have seen that before, but I don't know what it is.
Me neither.
Wow, is it warm in here or what?
Actually, let me turn up the AC.
Thanks, that was actually a serious request. And now I'm alone.
No, you're not. You're never alone because you have friends.
Oh my god. I was getting ready to reveal everything that happens in season 2, but you just had to come in back and spoil it.
Is the echo still a problem? Crap, I thought.
A lot of people are saying no echo.
Oh, thank God. Whew. When Luz comes back, we will draw that video game request.
Which we haven't decided yet.
There's still much discussion, but let's check up on the.
Ida playing video games. It's kind of really hard to picture.
I think she would keep complaining that her controller was broken, no matter
Ida
what.
plays like dumb, like free-to-play mobile games.
Oh my God, she
Yeah.
would totally get hooked on Candy Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush or like maybe like Stardew Valley or something. Probably Candy Crush. Do people still play Candy Crush?
I don't know.
Do you guys still play Candy Crush? No one will answer me. No. Okay, I'm seeing lots of no's. Nice. Which means Ida definitely plays Candy Crush.
that means she absolutely plays Candy Crush.
I don't
She's
think
like,
Candy Crush has characters, does it?
no, it's just a very addicting app. I think maybe she would play. I mean, Sims and Stardew Valley have a lot of crossover. It's just like building a virtual life. I feel like she would get.
But not
I feel
really
like she could get
characters. I mean, Luz
obsessed
can
with
play with that. Luz can play with this concept. This is Luz's game. We are but mere observers.
But hey, we're all nearing $10,000, which is crazy. You guys are amazing.
Really?
We haven't even hit 7 p.m.
Wow. And you know when we do hit 7 p.m.
I get my hair dyed.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, sorry, that was a little loud. All right, let's give this thing another spin. Still catching up.
Yeah, give it a whirl.
Making sure we erase stuff we've already done. Oh, I've already done this one. The half of a new season 2 character.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
Oh, no worries.
I'm gonna start writing new ones on there.
I really hope we hit surprise. It's really great.
Even I don't know what the surprise is.
Technically, that's the cut ground photo.
Cut Grom photo.
Yeah, there was one photo that was cut and replaced for time, and also
And also for
mostly
science.
for time. Yeah, for science. Hi, this is back. We still don't know what video game character. Yeah.
I feel like Ida
I
would
did
play
see
a video game that Luz plays because Luz made her try it.
That's a really good. That's very accurate. So
Luz
let's work
definitely
backwards.
plays RPGs.
Luz definitely plays RPGs. I feel like
Luz, what?
Nothing. I'm just so dry.
Luz knows what to do. Okay, when we're done with this current highest bidder request, we will see that Grom photo.
I bet $80
Exciting.
that you're Googling Cloud Strike.
God damn it! What the fuck? Like, how are you? How the hell? I'm mad. I don't want to play anymore. I feel like that would totally be what Liz makes people eat a play. She's like,
Yeah, it
this is
would
dumb.
be,
These,
right?
these people look ridiculous. And like, oh, I like his hair. Alright, well, I'm glad we had this conversation. By the way, the book that we were talking about earlier was the Graphic Arts Guide Handbook.
The Graphic Arts Guide Handbook?
Oh,
Really?
thank you, Diego. Yeah, that's, I don't know why.
Why do they call it a Guild?
Guild. Oh,
Handbook.
I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
The Graphic Artists Guild Handbook, Pricing and Ethical Guidelines, 15th edition.
Yes.
And
Sorry
we
about
will, I'll make a post about that on Twitter after the stream so that you know what to look for. It's a very good book.
Yeah.
Helps freelancers and gives you some idea of how to support yourself financially as you're becoming a professional artist.
Also, a fun fact, all of the Animation Guild rates are online,
I was just about to
which,
say
like,
that.
for some reason I never realized when I wasn't in the guild, so...
Yeah,
Like,
they're
yeah.
just
You
open
can
to...
straight up just Google Animation Guild and look up what people are supposed to make in animation.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing that, well, when I first started working in animation, being like, there's a difference.
There's
Yeah,
a
I wish I
difference.
knew that.
I'm not living that difference.
I mean, $20 an hour is better than the tire shop. But it's not what you're supposed to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because working in a tire shop is not as hard, except for on your abs.
Did you have sick
And your
abs?
pants.
What?
I got holes in my pants, like, week 1. Stabbed tire wire through my thumb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then I just broke it off and pulled it out and kept
Oh,
working.
no. Graphic.
My boss yelled at me.
For getting hurt?
Yeah, because I wasn't wearing gloves because I forgot my gloves.
Okay,
Oh.
you weren't wearing gloves.
If you work in a tire shop, maybe
Wear
wear
gloves.
gloves.
That's the takeaway for tonight.
Yes.
I think we all worked jobs outside of animation at some point in our lives.
I worked part-time at a
I'm doing this.
museum
Okay.
for a while, and my responsibilities ranged from like gift shop, selling candy to like the local schools that we're visiting, and working in the discovery room, which meant couple hours a week I was responsible for taking care of the little animal exhibits where they had like, you know, a tank for frogs and snakes, and it was fun. I really liked that job. I loved working in a museum.
What was your favorite college memory? How about the time Kirby bumped into you with an X-Acto knife in his backpack?
Oh, you just started bleeding in the middle of the dance floor.
That was not Dana's favorite memory, but it's a memory.
It is a
Sorry.
it is a vibrant memory. Yeah. If you are carrying around an X-Acto knife, make sure it is properly
Sheathed.
sheathed. Yes. I did get a scar from that. A favorite memory. Let me think. There's a lot.
Oh, I know.
That time we got drunk and showed each other our old DeviantArt accounts.
That was fun. Oh, that was embarrassing. But it was fun.
I could talk at length about Dana's old DeviantArt account.
No, please don't. Favorite memory. I think I just have a lot of memories of getting kicked out of the labs because it's late at night, and then me and my, small group of buddies would just kind of hang out by the East River or walk around the city and just, hang out outside.
I used to hide in the stairwell to avoid getting kicked out.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Wait, which, the one that was connected to the library?
Yeah. You would basically just kind of, circle around the security guard.
So you lied to me when I came around with papers and being like, "Are you guys staying overnight?"
Oh, yeah.
You son of a bitch! I took my job seriously.
We both did.
I love that job.
What was your...
It's not a cloud,
No, I know.
Oh,
I
no,
switched it.
let it be a secret. Let it be a secret.
I switched it last minute.
Yes, Ida and the
Good
video
work.
game.
Thank you.
Liz, what was one of your favorite college memories?
Oh my god, I have so many. But my favorite memories of college are a cluster of them. It's Friday nights in the Lower East Side. At Mark's Bar, the speakeasy we went to every Friday. It's gone now, thank God. Just for us. No. Going there and I don't know. I feel like I made a lot of friendships every time I went there. Bonding with you guys or.
Well, not me.
I think you went there once.
No, I didn't. I was too young.
No, we didn't hang out.
Yeah,
we didn't hang out.
too
I
I
dropped out
forget.
before I was of drinking age.
Yeah.
You did come to my birthday party when I had my first legal drink.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You and Christian and Nick and you were there.
Oh wait, that was here in LA.
Yeah, I turned 21 in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cute. Okay.
Going to school in New York was stressful because everything was extremely expensive, and the dorms at the time were, the GW. I heard the GW.
It's nasty.
It was nasty when
It's gone now.
It's gone now. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Here's a question. What's your idea of how clean a storyboard should be for characters and background? Depends on the show and depends on the animation studio that has to interpret your boards. For me, as long as honestly the characters are roughly in proportion to they don't have to be perfectly on model, but as long as they're in proportion and you can fully understand what expression they're making and what their hands are doing, that's pretty great. Our storyboard artists are really incredible.
That's also good advice for taking a photo. Fully in proportion, understand the expression, and make sure you know what your hands are doing.
Well, I don't know about what the proportion part would mean, but yeah, the other parts. Yeah. It's great. You're so smart. Yeah, and as long as you are able to make clear and as long as you can make clear boards where you can understand where you are in the shot, what your characters are doing, you don't have to illustrate the most beautiful drawing in the world. You just need to communicate how this character is moving or emoting, and that also goes for working in a way where you can make clear poses without having to completely animate everything, because that's not your job. It's his job. He's an animator.
It's my job. So back up.
And also, there's also
Coming for you next.
there's also this interesting thing where if you're working with an overseas studio, like say who we work with, these studios in South Korea, Sugar Cube, and RDK, we do have to give them a little more information because we're not there in person to like discuss things or answer questions very quickly. However, if you are working with an in-house animation staff and you can just like pop downstairs or pop over to their area, it's a little.
Then you just draw scribbles on a napkin.
Yeah, and then you can just like walk them through it.
I remember that being a learning curve from like working at a studios in which where the animators are right downstairs.
You might need to speak up because the microphone's over here.
It was different coming from like a smaller studio to Disney, and before I would storyboard, my animators were either in the same room or downstairs, so what was expected of me was different, except to like going over to TV and having to work with overseas animators. You have to actually draw and model and be super clear with everything, because no one can come up to you and ask you, what the hell is this? And be like, well, he's doing this.
Yeah. You can't like act things out. It's a challenge, and oh man, do I have opinions on production lines, because they're all based off of like old sitcom production lines where like live action sitcom schedules where you only have to worry about a few sets and it's live action, so you can shoot things really quickly, and then they tried to put that in oh god, I have opinions.
It's
stuck.
Oh,
you're talking to me.
That's in Spanish.
I
think it's squirreled.
That's
Yeah.
That's fine. My reading in Spanish takes me a lot longer. I have to teach myself.
Is there going to be a next Comic-Con?
Yeah, someone's asking about Comic-Con. I would love to do another Comic-Con panel and like see people or whatever the proper quarantine version of that is, but the reality is we just don't know what the future holds right now.
This gathering brought to you by 3 people who never leave their houses.
Yeah.
Yes, we are all in the same quarantine bubble.
Yes.
We made sure of that. If you're hanging out, 6 feet of distance and masks.
I brought my mask just in case you guys are going to a little more.
No, it's good to be prepared.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Does Boiling Isles have a weird, horrifying version of Halloween? There aren't like holiday parallels, but I feel like any given day on the Boiling Isles is a horrifying version of Halloween, just like naturally. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized what he was wearing underneath his clothes. Who dresses like this?
Oh
That
my
is a
god.
sentence. Huh?
Luce, that is amazing.
That's exactly who she would be.
Yeah, I think she would really appreciate his outfit, his sense of fashion.
It's je ne sais quoi.
Also, just how moody he is. He obviously doesn't do hugs.
People figured it out.
Yeah, well, at that point, those shoulder pads.
Fun fact, I've never played this game.
I tried.
I've played it twice. It's fun, but it's also like very much a nostalgic game, in my opinion. If you're going into it cold and maybe an adult, it's a little hard to. It's like it felt much bigger when you were with a lot of other people who were playing it at the same time. But hey, the remake, excited for that. That might be cool.
You know where he did mess me up? Was it Kingdom Hearts? Because you needed a special Keyblade to beat him, or like you could sit there and try to fight him the whole time, but it would just take forever to do that ultimate key. Yeah, fucking Sephiroth.
Oh, it's 7:00.
Oh, it's 7:00.
Let's do it, buddy. While I draw this.
Let's do this.
I need to separate your hair into quadrants. Do you have any hair bands? I can do it without separating your hair into quadrants. It'll be more fun.
Yeah, make it as just weird as possible.
Ada. I'm gonna just do that for now.
Wonderful. Oh,
I'm having way too much fun.
Do you have a towel for your shoulders?
okay. Let me prepare.
Lucy, you're alone in the chat. Spoil everything.
Okay, cool. So how the Owl House ends is everyone lives happily ever after. Everyone gets witchy powers and they save the world. They really shouldn't have left me alone here. This is actually a terrible idea. Guys, yeah, I'm not good at entertaining.
No spoilers.
No, I did tell them a spoiler though.
You did?
Yeah.
What did?
Everyone lives happily ever after.
I hate that phrase.
The beer.
After the big wedding. The dance party, and there's music and colors and like a dancing montage.
There's a dancing montage. There's a graduation scene where everyone throws their caps. The world explodes.
If we could, I would have September by Earth, Wind, and Fire playing at some point. It's a great ending to everything.
Okay, you ready?
None of that is canon.
Red.
That is a bright red. Put it up to the camera.
We're doing red.
We're doing red.
Because I want to see red.
I kind of want to.
It's like the same color as the apple bread.
We're going to do this the improper way. Because I don't have a brush, and Dana doesn't have any sort of hair ties to separate her hair into quadrants. There were supposed to be gloves in here.
What is your select tool? Is it M?
They're not gloves.
M.
Okay, thank God. I was like, wait.
Dana, do you have gloves?
I have gloves, but it is in such a difficult spot.
Oh, Luz, why did you erase all that? It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to redo the head.
Wait a
It
minute.
should come with gloves.
Oh my god, the gloves are baked into the instructions.
Yeah, that's
Look at these beautiful hands. That's so
Interesting.
weird.
okay.
I told you we were going full hot topic.
We're going full hot topic.
Do I have
Should
to
I go
cut
back?
this out or what? Oh, here they come.
It's been so long since I've dyed my hair. I can't imagine. Actually, it's been so long since I've done my hair. Thank you, quarantine.
Are you ready for me to touch every hair on your head?
Oh boy. Let me get just a little closer to the chat so we can still see what's going on. Is there any possibility for the Owl House, for Owl House Funko Pops? Man, that would be cool, right?
You know what instructions are for? Nerds.
Oh,
Wait.
scary.
Wait, this is her hair.
It's okay.
Okay.
I've dyed my hair weirder things. Possibility for Owl House Funko Pops. I would love for there to be Owl House Funko Pops. I don't think that's something that the studio works on with that. I think it's just like a demand thing. So hey, if you're interested in that, hit up Funko Pop and let them know that you want to see some Owl House characters. That'd be cool.
If they made Castlevania ones, I feel like the capacity to make Owl House ones is pretty high.
They made Castlevania ones?
Yeah, they did.
Cool.
I cannot get my thumb in this glove.
Are you?
You gotta work
Got
it. There you go. I believe in you.
Let's see.
Oh, this is a good question.
I think they need to cut this off. I know I said instructions are for nerds, but I'm gonna read the
Okay,
instructions.
thank God. I'm really glad you're reading the instructions.
Okay, question. Did any of the characters change after their VAs got hired or have any impact on them at all? I feel like almost every character of almost any show is directly affected by their voice actors. Like, it depends on the show, depends on the character, but like, there are some actors that are just so, actors and actresses that are so fun to work with and brings such a unique flavor to the character that you start writing lines in their voices. Like Wendy Malick, she's incredible. And there are certain lines that I specifically try to write with I mean, I try to write every line with her voice in mind, but it absolutely changes the way I write stuff.
Oh my God.
Same with Alex. Alex likes to improv a lot in the booth when he does King and Hootie. So that, like, when I write lines for him, I try to leave some room for interpretation because that's just what is so fun about that stuff.
What's this sword look like? Is this sword curved? Sorry.
Can't recall.
What do you figure Deep Reconstructor is for?
Can I see?
Are you bleaching it at all or no?
This is supposed to be a bleach-free dye.
Okay, good. That's
Oh,
all I was
this
wondering
is
about.
for washing it out.
Conditioner.
Yeah, it's like conditioner.
I'm gonna eat it.
I love the conditioner that hair dye brings. It's so moisturizing. I don't think I love it. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yes. It's so good for curly. I love it.
Someone says I'm going to look like Tiny Nose. I mean, Tiny Nose is
She's
me.
beautiful.
So yeah. Also, yeah, my hair used to be redder. This is my natural hair color.
This is mine, right?
Yes.
Put it over here where I can't touch it after this. Did you just change the whole drawing?
I did. I drew some things over just because I'm just shit. What is the
Perfectionist.
Oh, thank God.
Cool.
Okay.
You just keep doing your thing, and I'm gonna do this thing.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna hang out here and do this because you guys can't obviously draw yet.
It's
After
true.
this, I am going to reveal the Grom photo, and then we should do another spin.
Already ruined the towel.
That's okay. This towel is made to be messed up.
Oh, his shirt is like wide open. There's like pecs in there.
Do your best.
Yeah,
I guess. $10,000. We're at $10,500. That's incredible.
You guys are amazing.
So amazing.
There's nothing more terrifying than young people voting. I love it.
Nothing more terrifying to certain people.
To fascists.
Fascists.
To fascists.
You matter, guys. Your voices matter.
You do. Your voices matter, and
Yeah.
voting is a way to get your voices heard, and to get actual things done, like
Mm-hmm.
trying to get more involved in like local stuff, grassroots stuff, is what helps you get better candidates in the future for big things like presidential elections, Senate elections.
Make sure to tell me if I'm pulling your hair too hard or something.
Plus, like,
You're good.
I feel like people get really overwhelmed with politics because it's such
Good
a big
idea.
level. It's so much information. But honestly, building the habit now of being part of the conversation will make it easier for when you're older or 30, because it's part of our social contract as members of the society. to vote.
So I can just kind of like reach up
If-
and get this dye off your ear.
If it wasn't, they wouldn't try so hard to suppress you.
Exactly. A lot of emojis. What's going on? Did we hit something? What's happening?
I don't know. What did we do?
What did we do? What
Okay,
happened?
What's next?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I wish this stuff was around when we were growing up to know.
I thought you meant hair dye. I was like, this, I hate to break it to you, but
Oh, no, we always had hair dye. I remember in 8th grade, well, not 8th grade, wow. I was allowed to dye my hair for the first time.
8th grade.
No.
Oh.
Senior year of high school, and it was like a lighter brown. My form of rebellion was being 22 and dyeing part of my hair blue and purple. Very little.
Yeah,
And
this
coming
one
home and being
smells
like-
nice, huh?
Look what I did.
You're worried about fumes, but I'm enjoying these
We will open a window.
fumes.
Guys, don't breathe in fumes.
I mean, we do it every day.
Question.
We'll do your roots after this.
Okay.
I was told that you should do roots last, so.
Oh, really?
That's what the gay guy on YouTube said.
I'm gonna. Alright. We'll leave it to you guys.
If you can't listen to a gay guy on YouTube, then who can you listen to? Am I right?
That's true.
I don't really watch anything on YouTube.
Well, you would if you were dyeing Dana Terrace's hair the next day.
I have. I've been watching bike touring videos. But no regular person.
Wait, what?
No regular person I follow on YouTube.
Yeah, no
You
one.
only follow irregular people on YouTube. I mean, that's the fun of it, right?
I feel like this is as far as we're gonna get right
Sorry.
now.
Why is Amity's nickname Mittens?
That's a good one.
You'll find out.
Oh, what? I don't even know.
Maybe why
That's because I
actually.
literally figured it out this morning. So, season 2. Yay!
I wish it was brighter in here.
Yeah, the lighting situation isn't great. I actually just ordered a couple lamps.
Ooh.
I had a bet with a friend. They claim Bill Cipher is more powerful than Hootie. Can you help settle the dispute?
My money's on Hootie.
My money's on Hootie, too.
There's something about having a. He's chaotic, but he has a good soul.
We have not seen Hootie at full power. That's, yeah. I personally think that they would be caught in a never-ending struggle against each other and destroy all of reality during such a struggle.
Should have brought a comb. You have a comb, don't you? Is that what you're about to tell me?
I do, but I use it for hair oils, and I don't think I want hair dye in it.
No, we don't need
glasses
Thank you,
on.
though.
Oh, I can, okay.
Oh my
Thanks.
goodness. I have eraser as my right click button, and I keep clicking it, and I keep clicking on white. Eyedropping white. I think I'm done for now.
Yeah, I think you did a great job. Ida looks great.
Where's these gloves for?
Sorry,
I'm actually gonna need to keep them off.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
can't read if they're off.
It's true. Well, that's okay, because once,
Once Luce is done, then you'll have to draw without your glasses. How about that?
Are you?
It'll be fine.
Can
I'm
you
near-
see from nearsighted?
I'm nearsighted, it's
Okay.
fine. But I also get to show off the Grom photo, which is really cute. You good?
Yeah.
It looks great.
I'm just walking away.
Nice.
It looks beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna move Spencer.
Go ahead.
Oh,
touch
I
your
like
head.
this color. Oh, that's nice.
It'll look pretty good without the blonde.
I approve.
Hey, can we turn this light on for me?
Oh.
It's not plugged in.
Boo.
Do you want me to plug it in?
No, it's okay. I'll use my better judgment.
Well, be careful with Hootie. Hootie hoot.
Okay, Grom photo. Let's do this.
Do it.
Where is it?
I'm not like destroying every follicle on that head, right?
Yeah, you're good. So, call back. Oh, it was amazing. Call back to the otter in Act 2. This is a really cute drawing. It was drawn by our character designer, Marina Gardner, and it was cut for time because when you are making television for broadcast, everything has to be to a certain length, and we just had one too many photos and a lot of other scenes that we needed to keep. But hey, you guys still get to see this really cute photo. Anyway, so it's like it never was cut. Yeah, but it's really cute. Amity fully crushing. Luce being loose, having a good time. Eventually, after this, she did get kicked out of the school dance for dressing like an otter,
As we all have at one point or another.
as we all have.
Brave of her to even go to the dance.
What's that mean? So brave.
So
But yeah.
I want my apple blood.
What? Get it.
Oh, is this it?
That's it.
I'll pass.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
A sentence on that one. I think I'm dyeing your head.
That's fine.
It's pretty long.
You know what I
so.
can do? I can turn this towards you.
Actually, Luce, why don't we spin the wheel?
Oh,
Can you turn your head toward me?
word.
She has to say-
Where's the Wheel of Fortune?
So get up here.
Here we are. Welcome to Lucy's Game Show. Here we'll spin. Let me see this. There we go. No? How does...
It's okay. We'll just say what we land on.
Okay. Well, it's not bad. You can see it spin with us. And... It's empty!
Spin again.
It's empty! Ah! Cut to ground photo. Cut ground photo.
Oh,
No.
we already did that.
You gotta erase it from the real list.
Okay. Jeez.
I got it.
Two Lies and a Truth for season 2.
Got it. That's an easy one. So we'll do another spin after that. Actually, what's left? There's not much.
There's not much. We went through this pretty quickly.
Two Lies and a Truth for season 2. Gus has a growth spurt. Hootie finally leaves the owl house. And Camilla fully beats the crap out of someone. What's truth? What's not?
That's
Yeah, I like
great. That's a great trio. I love that.
I love Camilla. She's a wonderful,
Me too.
caring mother. She and Luce love each other. They may not always understand each other, but they deeply love each other.
Yeah. I feel like that's typical
Apparently people
mother-daughter.
doing this without getting dye in their ears. Excuse me while I
Dude.
get a wet.
Get it on the ears.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm gonna get dye in your ears.
It's fine. That's what happens with dye. It just comes
Just
out.
gets all over
Unless you
your
have
ears.
Vaseline. Do you have Vaseline?
Vaseline would have been a smarter call.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Doing this
We're gonna do it.
for America.
The light in here is very bad.
Actually, the worse it is, the funnier it is. So I'm kind of down.
We're gonna do your roots now.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do your roots.
Luce, you might have to take over the next drawing request if that's okay.
Oh, sure.
Oh no, you turned your head and now it's everywhere. Oh, there's like so much hair down here I didn't even see. Liz, can you do me a favor and
Yeah, sure.
grab Dana's hair from the bottom and
Oh my god.
pull it out over the top? Oh my god, you
Oh.
got the dye in your hands.
I got that in my hands. Okay, wait.
I need it over the top. There we go.
This might have been a weird decision. But okay. Spencer, when you're done, me and Luce will switch seats and we will do the next random request.
Give me like 1 second.
I'm sure this is...
Go.
Okay, go. Musical chairs with an 8-foot long hootie prop
Not a smart move.
And
Not-
hair dye.
and hair dye.
Ah. I'm just gonna be like.
Guys, this room is pretty small. Okie dokes. Next request.
Thank God this line is fake because that would.
Let me just go to the campaign page, refresh.
You really like that stuff, huh?
I mean, it's great. I'm a sucker for cranberry
You made a
juice.
good cocktail, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much of this hair to dye. Because there's some like blonde fuzzies here.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't dye the blonde fuzzies.
No, don't. Not
Oh,
those.
Don't dye.
Not those.
yeah. Okay.
Don't dye. You want me to shave them? I'll cut your hair while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Later. We'll decide that one later.
Put it on
Rachel
the wheel.
Rachel E asks for the next random request. Can you draw Ghibli versions of the main cast? That's fun.
I don't think I'm doing this the right way.
Oh my
I
god,
copied
Luce
those
would so be Kiki. Right? Or
That's how do you mind read the both of you? I'm
I
trying to
can-
be like clever, like I'll do this. Like,
trying to think of who King would be.
Well, if Luce is Kiki, then King would be.
Oh.
Gigi.
Of course.
Yeah.
If we're going the Kiki route, then Ida would Ida be like that artist in the forest?
Yeah,
Cool.
because she can't be Osano.
Well,
Like-
they didn't necessarily say Kiki's delivery service characters, right?
That's true. It could be any Ghibli character. I do think the overprotective dad from Ponyo is pretty funny. I like his striped suit. I haven't seen that movie in a long time though.
It's for toddlers, but it's really for me.
I think it's like very mature. I mean, it's just sophisticated. Like shows and movies for children can be sophisticated and mature and still be perfectly good for children. Ponyo's very sweet. God, I love the backgrounds.
Oh no, that movie has my favorite. That one and Only Yesterday have my favorite backgrounds. Only Yesterday is just, at least for the Ghibli movies.
I've like entirely abandoned the whole quadrant thing now. I'm just kind of going at it.
I appreciate that you tried.
It's gonna come out like something. I feel like you can at least feel the effort I'm putting in.
Yes. Someone just asked, what's the Moon Oracle Trek girl's name? The one whose head is in the shape of a crescent moon.
Forget about it all the time.
On the incidental sheet that we pass around to all the artists just for name or just for design tracking, she is referred to simply as Bow Girl because she wears a little bow. But I, in my head, and I've never told anyone this, secretly call her Celine.
Aww.
Yeah, we never, in season 1, no one ever hears her name, but that's kind of what I say in my head whenever she's in a scene.
I think it's a great name for her.
Yeah, it's a cute name.
Your hair just wants to go forward.
I always look bigger than I need to.
Come on now. Stay back here.
Does Count of Cagliostro count as a Ghibli film?
Yes.
I mean, it's a Miyazaki film, but it wasn't made at Ghibli.
Wait, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
it's true.
consider one of
Yeah.
his
Or
films.
Ghibli. What do you guys pronounce it as?
I say
call it
Ghibli.
Ghibli?
Oh,
Ghibli's an
Ghibli.
old habit, so I know it's technically Ghibli, but I always forget.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think
it's based off of the Italian aircraft, isn't it?
Ooh.
That would stand to reason.
Ghibli.
I am going to research this afterwards.
Yeah, it's a. I know there's a
Can you
Maybach
scoot your chair left?
or
Yes.
a Rolls Royce or something.
It's like ketchup. Beautiful.
Beautiful ketchup.
Beautiful ketchup.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
What's that deep breath for? They're just like Spencer's doing this all wrong.
Oh no! I
No,
tend
you,
to.
I meant Dana.
Oh, Dana.
Oh, I didn't even notice I was breathing. I think I
I
just...
feel like most of the time you don't really notice you're breathing.
Actually, one of my favorite memories from college, just to go back to that random question.
It was like an hour ago.
I know, but it's relevant.
Okay.
One of my favorite memories from college is sitting in one of my figure drawing classes in junior year. My teacher at the time was Stephen Gaffney, and I remember hearing him take a giant breath, just like, and then he was like, "None of you were breathing. Remember to breathe." And like I remembered that ever since, because it was true. Like when I'm drawing, I tend to hold my breath, and then like I get winded, and I don't know why. So if you're drawing, remember to breathe.
He's such
Breathing.
a great teacher.
Breathing is important. Yes. Good lesson.
We're gonna use all this hair dye. Every single ounce of it.
Oh, Luz, that's so cute. Oh, what a good drawing.
Thank you. I forget that I can zoom in. Zooming in is an option.
Don't do it, Luz.
I
It's a
know.
trap.
I know.
What? I'm trying to think of. I'm going to take a look at the incentive list because I believe we only have like 2 incentives that we haven't done yet. Let me just take a look. We did that. Did that.
Has anyone commented on my hairdressing skills yet?
No.
Damn. You're not even looking.
I know, but I can just tell you that now.
Did that.
You know, I just stuck with it. Extra rehearsal song.
Oh, right. You know, I set the goal for this charity to be $5,000 because I, you know, generally like pretty unsure of what the turnout was going to be, like how people would be reacting. But the fact that we passed $10,000, like
Wow.
we're getting up to $11,000 is so
Wow.
incredible. So
Thank you so much.
if we hit $11,000, we'll do the spooky secret treat. We'll just do all the rest of the incentives, and the two left are screenshots. Whoops.
Nope, that was me.
Screenshots from the original animation test, never before seen. So like really early versions of the characters and the old backgrounds, and the super special secret, which, like I said, will either excite you guys or terrify you guys. But I think it'll be something. So let's see. God, I think I'm just gonna donate some money and get us there.
Almost
Oh,
done.
yeah, I have to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's kind of a mess, but I'm like almost done. What are you looking at?
Nothing. I was literally going,
Sorry.
I'm actually into the color.
It's not going to be exactly like this when it comes out.
That would be nice.
I think I would have had to bleach my hair.
Red will stay for a long time, though.
Yes, that's true.
I feel like red never gets out. Like once you dye your hair red, it's like it's
It usually,
in there.
whenever I dye my hair like orangish, it usually fades to blonde if I don't re-up it.
This part is the trickiest.
I can't wait for post-quarantine to go to a salon.
There.
I'm gonna fly all the way to New York to go to the Bronx to go to the salon. Because God knows. You can't do it in LA. God knows. Okay, I don't remember her shoes.
Who's?
The artist chick. I ended up drawing Ida as the artist chick.
Doesn't she wear flip-flops?
Beautiful.
There's like a single strand.
Wait, I'm going to...
Pearl.
I am going to... Sorry, I'm coming back. Okay, I'm going to donate to the stream. I was going to anyway, but...
How much
I mean,
time
I
is
already
left
have.
in our stream?
We have a half an hour left.
Wow.
What?
I know,
We
went by
went
so
by
fast. It's been fun.
I was enjoying this. Because I can zoom in.
I wish I had better gloves.
I'm just glad you're not using your
My what?
Your-
hands.
My claws?
your claws, your bear claws.
Permanent tie.
Is this permanent?
Semi-permanent.
Semi-permanent?
Yeah.
Could have been permanent.
I don't trust myself that much.
Stuff is so much harsher on your skin.
That's true. That's true.
I would have protested.
The rest we're just gonna fucking go for it. Look at that ketchup head. Here we go.
How long do I have to leave it in for?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to read the instructions when I'm done.
Guess you're a nerd.
Guess I'm a nerd.
Nerds are great. Being a nerd is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you're nerds, you get to do stuff like this live on the air.
I never understood why nerd was a bad thing. Like, this is great.
Well, now it's like in, right?
Yeah, in the 90s, watching cartoons, nerd was a huge, like, you're a nerd, you stink. But nerds are cool.
Yeah.
And they don't stink.
Well, this nerd smells like hair dye right now.
It's a pretty good smell.
I think because it's not permanent or
Because it's
contains
not permanent and it doesn't have any bleach in it.
Oh
yeah.
my god, we are $50 away from the secret.
Y'all,
Aw,
give me the
shit.
secret because I don't even know what it is. I just said y'all.
You did. Your Georgia is
I
showing.
know my Georgia's showing.
When's the last time you were back?
Who can remember?
We're at $11,000, folks. All right, here.
Easy now, Mad Dan. I gotta get this hair behind your ear.
Mad Dan, I haven't heard that in a while.
Well, I haven't had a reason to call you that. All right, now gesticulate all you want. I'll get to it in a sec.
$11,000. Here's the big secret. Voice actor and supportive and loving boyfriend Alex Hirsch is currently on call, waiting to sing and upload a video of a song of your choice. He will literally sing anything. I have an idea of some things that you guys might want to hear, but let's see it in the chat. Give me your top 3 songs that you want to hear Hootie singing.
Oh, you're Alex.
And I'll make another poll. We can make a decision, and we will upload that video by tomorrow afternoon. Just because if it's a song that he doesn't know off the top of his head, he'll have to figure out the lyrics. Let's see. Oh my god, some of these suggestions.
I kind of wish I could it as Howl. But that's for next time.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Your hair goes so far behind your ears.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what to make of it, honestly.
I mean, it's a grown-out haircut right now.
It's true.
All right, so I am seeing Ordinary, and Little Miss Perfect, written by the same composers, I believe, or same composer, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Is the Ordinary song, does that has lyrics? I'll look it up. Anyway, I'll put it in the poll. And what else? Give me one more. Not gonna do that one.
No, we can't do that.
We 3 are adults here, but this is still Hootie we're talking about.
Are we adults?
Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of All-Star. Ordinary, Little Miss Perfect, and All-Star.
Oh, I hope it's All-Star. Oh, I hope it's All-Star.
I would literally be excited to hear any of these. So let's go on to Twitter, make this poll.
Okay. Your hotkeys are a lot of fun, Dana.
I am so sorry.
It's a wild ride.
Yeah. I'm learning so much.
Oh, my back.
Don't you talk to me about your back. It's actually been feeling okay at night.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Okay, we got Little Miss Perfect by... Oh, it won't... Okay, Little Miss Perfect and Ordinary are both by...
Voice, do you see this?
Oh!
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, I got it.
Oh, why did I do that?
Here. Ooh, it's getting real watery up there. Little Miss Perfect and Ordinary are both by Jariah Kwame. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have listened to it. They're very lovely songs, and I'm glad that you guys are just like how much it's making you connect to the characters. It's lovely. I haven't heard Ordinary yet. I'm sure it's great, but okay, poll. It's Perfect, Ordinary. One more. Smash Mouth.
Do you like music?
They're okay, I guess. I'm like neutral to musicals.
Okay.
And the poll is live. Start voting. You got 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I'm texting Alex that his time has come.
What a good trooper.
He's great. I love him. I love him.
I really wish your hair would just go all the way up like I want it to. I don't have a clean finger. Oh no, my middle finger's clean. Excuse me while I stroke the side of your head with my middle finger.
That's something I never thought I would hear. Spencer say.
And it's everywhere. Okay.
Thank you to
Thank
again
you,
to our wonderful mod, the Heartless Hero. Got that poll.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love your stuff.
Again, he makes great merch over at themysteryofgravityfalls.com.
What a talented. Oh.
The stick and poke would have been more fun.
Oh.
I am not getting a tattoo live on camera. not yet.
I've been wanting to do a stick and poke, and then I see the needle, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll play Minecraft.
I've gotten several stick and you guys have seen me. I'm big into tattoos. Stick and pokes are difficult. They're painful.
That's as far as I got. It's one single dot.
So cute.
Me and a couple of friends share a similar freckle on our fingers from pre-college at SVA.
I wish I went to pre-college
Oh,
SBA.
I am so sorry. The Heartless Hero, our wonderful mod. I mixed up websites. The gift shop is themysteryshack.com. Sorry. Like I said, great merch, great stuff.
Just some finishing touches here. Making sure I got it thoroughly through everything.
I think we got some on the floor. That's okay.
Uh-oh. This hair down here really wants to be down here.
Yeah, I'm starting to grow a mullet. That's
Do
fine.
you want me to shave your neck?
Yeah, quarantine mullets are in right now.
I do not
If
have...
you don't think so, you're mean.
Okay, well I'm going to leave these hairs undyed and you can shave it yourself.
Okay.
Aww.
Let's check in with the poll, see how it's doing. Ooh, Little Miss Perfect and Smash Mouth are
Yes!
pretty close. Little Miss Perfect is currently in the lead, but we
Okay.
still have 7 minutes left.
I like that song. It's fine.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I've never heard this song.
Luce she loves Smash Mouth.
I do. I've watched a lot of dance parties at the end of movies, and they're usually that Smash Mouth. I feel like is usually there. Mealy shrug. It's fine.
It's fine. We'll just have to aggressively rub your skin later. I'll try to get around your ears.
It'll be fine.
Other plans.
I've had had my hair dyed from hair color. It's like what's supposed to happen.
I'm like messing more up at the last second. I've been so careful this entire time.
Oh my god, your hands look like a murder scene.
That's because I'm murdering your hair. I want to say that's probably fine.
Wonderful. I'll take a photo of whatever this turns out to be in the future. Are you okay?
Turn
Oh,
up.
don't put your mouth on it. Dude, let me help.
Thank you. Whoa, I got all the way in the glove somehow.
Whoa. Yeah, that'll happen. Whatever song this is gonna be, it's gonna be weird. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left for the poll. Little Miss Perfect is still at the head at 51.3%. And Let me try to remember what that last... Oh, right, the animation test screenshots. After Luce is done with this request, we will jump to that.
It's good practice for next week.
Are you coming off hiatus? Oh, that's right.
I'm coming back early.
Yes.
I missed my kids. It's weird to see people being able to see how I rough things, which is really...
I feel like I draw differently when people
Look what
watch
I
it.
did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll come out. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to make much of a difference, but it'll make a little bit of a difference.
Every little bit helps. Just like every vote helps, especially if you are in a swing state. Check your registration. Tell your friends. Democracy is important, and we have to pay attention to what's going on if we want to help drive the world into a better place. California's on fire right now. My lungs are killing me. Please help us vote more people into office that care about the environment. Especially grassroots, local stuff. That's where you build the foundations for the larger branches.
It's also a good place, like, because national stuff seems incredibly overwhelming. Starting off smaller, local roots is a better habit.
Yes.
Micro activism. You don't have to like save the world. It's just doing little things like voting locally, standing up for someone you know, speaking up when you need to.
Yeah. If we all do that collectively, it does make a difference.
That's going to be very rare, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I forgot what dresses look like.
Okay. Poll. Let's see. 2 minutes left. Looks like there is going to be a clear winner, but we still got 2 minutes.
It's Middle Miss Perfect, isn't it?
I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
Which
it's going to be really romantic. That's actually
very
really cute.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Leave Smash Mouth for King.
Yeah, next time we do this, King will sing Smash Mouth. I think, did it in an old like 4 years ago, me and Alex did a charity stream for Planned Parenthood. I think King no, not King. He didn't exist yet. I think Stan might have sung Smash Mouth.
No.
He definitely sung a Frozen song at one point.
Let it go.
Beautiful singing voice.
Oh.
Music to my ears.
Thanks, Alex.
Just in my finger.
So bloody.
Let's see.
Yeah, how long?
$45 minutes to 1 hour.
Cool.
All right, I will set the timer for myself. Do.
Ah, it's on my arms.
You're so bloody.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I like hanging out and drawing.
All right. I think.
Aw, Luz, that's so good.
Thank you. Actually, this has been my favorite one so far.
Done. Okay. Going back.
Beautiful. So, who's next?
Well.
Ooh.
There we go.
That's wonderful.
There we.
I believe we have time for one more request, which would be the current highest bidder. And the poll is done. Hootie will be singing Little Miss Perfect. We will upload that video sometime tomorrow. I'll make sure to put the link in my Twitter, and who knows what that'll turn out to be. It's a beautiful song, but it is also Hootie. Very exciting. Okay. Current highest bidder is actually a mix of bids from one person, from Gina G. Thank you. And she requests I will draw Luce Luce and Amity as the protagonist from Utena.
Yay!
All right,
Utena.
let's do it.
Nobody touched Dana's hair.
Nobody touch my hair. This is mine.
That's yours.
Don't laugh at me.
No, it just looks like a bloody head.
I'm taking the middle. I hate the left.
Alright, I will kind of like you in the middle.
Can I get my phone?
Go left.
Yes. Here you go.
Let's see. Excuse me while I just quickly pop this bit that fell right on the front of your face. This wasn't here before.
Okay.
But now it is. Don't move. That's the best thing.
Yes. A lot of yeses. We won! Yeah.
It's funny since like the stream lags a little bit behind. I'm just watching myself mop dye off of Dana's forehead.
It's for Dana, but I feel like that's a you question.
Maybe.
What
you
is
want
it?
to read it?
Hey Dana, what's the most important thing in animating an action shot like Lilith and Ida's battle?
That was animated by this hero. What are your thoughts, hero?
I think for me, in an action scene, clarity is probably the thing that I consider most important. You know, you can have like a flashy looking action scene, but it doesn't mean jack squat if no one can tell what's going on. So I'm always trying to stage things in a way where the audience will be able to understand it even if like the movements are fast. There's still some left. Do you want it?
No. I'm in a good place hair-wise right now.
So just clarity?
Clarity. Staging.
Staging is super important for
Yeah.
action.
You know, you want to be able to like... Action's a little bit different from acting, so like your composition choices need to be more dynamic. You don't just want to like show two characters flat on. Like that sort of thing can be a better choice for acting when you need expressions to read, but for action, if you want stuff to be dynamic, you kind of got to play around a little. You know, like, be loose and flexible to be clear. I guess that's my best advice.
Beautiful.
I've always had trouble with action scenes. Something I really want to get better at.
She's actually really good at them.
I don't think I've ever
There's just
done
one.
an action scene.
Thank you.
Did you have dye on your hands?
I did. I touched it a couple times.
We all have dye on our hands.
I just like when action scenes
This
flow.
one's new.
It is new.
That one's new.
Um,
Oh, you know what? There's a towel right here. I can just... There we go. Beautiful.
These characters. I'll give Amity long hair. Long antenna hair. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Crazy crown. Boom.
what? Sorry,
It's almost like
I
the
got.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Wow.
Looking good.
I like how you guys are just like emoting.
Yeah.
That's what this... Oh, where did this one come from?
Wow. I think it's from the towel.
From the towel?
Yeah.
I didn't do that one. Dana did that to herself.
It's fine.
I've only got 10 minutes left, huh?
Oh my god. Okay.
Mm.
Will I be able to finish this request in time?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That is a long question.
It's a very long question.
Is it like in parts?
It's the Japanese working in American animation thing.
It's such a big topic with so many
It
things
is
to
such a
factor
big
in.
topic. And we're kind of in a brave new world with this sort of thing. Like, we've only just started to see a lot of people moving through this membrane, this animation membrane. Like,
Especially with quarantine now.
yeah.
That's been the only plus is like giving everybody a fair shot and possibly paying for like.
Is there any
People
specific
pay.
industries in Japan that are working with American industries? And is the Japanese industry harder / more competitive than America?
I would feel like it'd be more competitive.
I don't know about competitive because I'm not there.
That's
I'm not
true,
exactly the expert on the Japanese animation industry. It's definitely harsher.
That's what I would imagine.
The working conditions are harder. You get paid less, and I feel like it's a pretty quick way to burning out.
Yeah, those
They deserve better.
They do.
they're working crazy hours.
Specific industries in Japan that are working with American industries. I know Science Saru does work with American artists, but I don't know about the other way around.
I personally don't know of any. But I also
Not
don't
to
know
say that
looking
there
for it.
won't be.
Yeah, no. I think in the future that bridge will become more steady. I think.
I could make a whole YouTube video about this.
Yeah. But you could. If you were interested.
I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for that question. It's so much of it is uncertain right now. I think we will see more Japanese artists working in the American industry as we go forward. I feel like that's inevitable, but I don't really have any real advice other than make yourself as visible as possible. Post your work on the internet. Otherwise, no one will ever see it. A lot of companies hire through Twitter now, which is interesting. That's not the way it used to be done, but now
Yeah,
social
we are.
media is kind of everything.
I was hired on Gravity Falls through Tumblr.
Yeah. I was hired on Castlevania through Tumblr.
I'm sure if I was
Yeah, say something about social media, please.
No. My friend sent me what he wrote as a request in the group, but we will not be doing that. A diagram of Luz Batista's elaborate meat scorching setup in her bedroom. No, Diego, I will not.
some sort of inside joke.
Yes. Can I share? I'm going to share.
Share.
No. I'll keep this secret for myself.
Detail time. What?
If you want to answer it, then you have to read the question out
I,
loud. That's
I-
another tough one, though.
That's a tough one because I'm immediately like, rebel. I can't say that. No, let's move on.
You guys, you can't.
Sorry.
You can't do
Sorry.
that. It's like killing people.
I know.
Sorry, there's so many questions.
I am gonna always
impossible
push
to
for
answer
yes,
all.
follow your hearts. I'm all about personal autonomy.
Well, that just brings up more questions.
No, if you want to be an artist, go be an artist. That's what I'm saying.
We here on the Owl House support free thinking.
Yeah. If you want to do something, please, by all means. If it's not hurting anybody or hurting yourself, I don't see why being an artist would be a bad thing. And even if
Oh, being an artist is great. You
Yeah.
get to express yourself. You get to use your work to make cool worlds. It's fun. It's hard. It's
It
hard.
is hard.
It takes a lot of years of practice to become a professional. But I love my job.
Yeah. This is also, I'm also speaking from a place of, I was very supported growing up for my artistic endeavors.
My parents wanted me to be an engineer. But apparently my dad asked a friend of his one time, like, hey, my son is skipping a bunch of school and going to the art room. What should I do? And his friend was like, don't do anything about it. Just let him skip class and go to the art room. But, like, that is a very lucky scenario.
It's a very lucky scenario.
My dad
Also-
listened to this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and so I kept doing it. But,
What a great guy.
Yeah. And let's say you can't go be an artist right away after moving out or living with your parents. No one can take drawing away from you. Like, I mean,
I had a couple teachers in middle school who would literally rip sketchbooks out of my hand. And then people ask me, Dana, how did you end up with over 50 detentions in middle school? It's like, I made them pay. Guys, don't make your
Don't go to detention.
Don't make them pay.
don't make your teachers' life hell. The teachers are underpaid and they deserve more. But in this particular case, yeah, it was a bit of a troublemaker.
The hair dyeing is
I love
absolutely
how-
made with magic from the Boiling Isles, yes.
We have,
I love that you were so rebellious against adults when you were younger. That's so...
I wasn't always in the right.
No, of course, like, we're kids. We don't know what we're doing most of the time. But I love... Just because I wish to rebel so hard when I was younger.
We all have that in us.
I think getting in trouble just made me want to do it more. For reasons, I don't know. I was just looking for a way to express myself.
I'm not telling.
You guys are doing it.
I know, but this chat is really fun.
We should probably,
Thank you for
probably
leaving this
just
chat.
be talking the entire time.
Yeah, let's just keep talking. So what I'm hearing is, who's your favorite character on the Owl House?
Is that a question? I
Yeah,
totally
that was a
missed it.
question. That was a question.
My favorite character hasn't been revealed yet.
Oh, one of mine is the same. Hasn't been revealed yet. I love them.
One of mine also hasn't been revealed yet.
Are we all talking about the
Yeah,
same?
we're all talking about the same character, I think. But
There's several characters on that, but
I love Willow.
Ida is at the top for me. Ida's an extremely fun character to write. Working with Wendy and hearing her just like absolutely demolish her lines in a good way, in the best way,
Yeah.
is
Ida's up there for sure. She's the hardest
yeah.
to draw.
she is hard to
She's the hardest to draw, but she is one of the coolest. Like, you don't get a lot of older female characters being a badass and
and being
not unapologetic about it too. Be like, yeah, I'm a badass. I love it.
yeah. I have a story of when my dad was a kid. You know, he was born in the 60s. Passed away now, but he had a grandmother who would consistently take him and his younger brother out of school to go fishing, and then she'd like cook a bunch of like crazy Italian food for the neighborhood, and she was very unapologetic about the way she acted, and she was all about having fun and spending time with her family and causing a little bit of trouble, but always for the well-being of her grandkids. And I love that story, and wish I got to meet her, but she'd be extremely old. We're almost coming to the end of the stream. I'm going to do my best to finish this drawing up.
Oh man, we have 1 minute.
Yeah, this is really 1 minute.
Can I finish this in 1
Advice from
minute?
Burnout?
I might need 2.
Why don't you?
Dude, advice for burnout: take breaks. Honestly, productivity, while it is like a very capitalistic thought, you don't have to be on 100% of the time. Sometimes the best thing you can do is watch a movie and absorb what you're watching. Sometimes taking a break off of your wrist, reminding yourself why you like this is a good defeater for burnout. I burned out a couple times, and it's always I will not be drawing this week or today, and I'm going to sit and rest my wrist and watch something I enjoy or do something that I enjoy so that I can come back with a full tank to approach what I'm doing. I think it's really unfair to assume that you're going to be nonstop all the time. That's ridiculous.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna it's
Burn-
moving real fast.
Burnout. I always, even if I'm under the craziest deadline, I always take Friday and Saturday off. As a showrunner, I do tend to work Sundays, but I do get paid for that time, and I make sure of it. Before I was a showrunner, I would, my weekends were free, and I wouldn't do more than what was needed. I would do my best to end things at 6 p.m. unless I'm being paid for overtime. And even then, there are just some daily things that I try to do. I used to ride my bike a lot. I used to read a lot. Now, like quarantine stuff makes it a little harder to rest, but doing my best.
Personally, I stand up once an hour.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Or just like physically.
Just physically stand up once an hour. It doesn't have to be for anything in particular, but like I'll stand up and walk around, get coffee, bother Luz.
Yes.
Bother Dana.
Please.
Over and over again.
I love when people come to the cube and be like, hi, I'm taking a break. Like, good. I can take a break. I miss people climbing over my cube.
We're talking about the animation test. You still want to show screenshots from that?
Yes, I will do that in a sec.
Dana
And
will
also-
show the screenshots when
Yeah.
she finishes her lovely drawing.
And ruffles are hard. I never figured out how to draw ruffles. There's a science behind them, and I do not know that science.
I know that's science.
You know the science of everything.
Yes,
Get
exactly.
outta
I'm
here.
a scientist.
I
Animation science.
keep seeing so many questions about how do I get good? You just keep practicing. You have the rest of your life. It's a lifelong journey.
For real, man. And I know too many of my friends who are like, "Oh my god, my career is over." I'm like, "You're 21 years old."
Right? I'm like, I just got into art school when I was 21.
Yeah. Do you know where I was at 21 years old?
Where were you?
I was working nights.
Where were
My
you
only
working
friend
nights?
was the gas station attendant. His
Ooh.
name was Dante.
Was it a QT?
It was a quick trip. I got really into Scratch Lotto, and I sampled every single type of beef jerky you can buy at a gas station. Spoiler alert: Old Trapper is the best brand. Yeah.
Done with this request.
All right.
Now the final. Oop, still got that up.
Does Hootie have friends? Everybody's friends with Hootie.
So when you are making a pilot that's not aired, they do have you do a couple animation tests that are will never be shown publicly, but I can't show you the full thing. But here's a couple old screenshots. Whoops. There we go. So it's really short. It's the thing is really short. The designs we did, a lot of them crossed over into the final show. Like Ida basically looks the same. Willow basically looks the same.
But Luz has a different shirt.
Luz has a different
Yeah,
shirt.
she does. I just noticed that. The stripes.
And King used to be blonde and have more of a deer tail until one of our freelancers gave him a like fluffier wolf tail thing going on, and I just fell in love with that. Robert Ryan Corey came up with that idea.
He's amazing.
He's great. But the background style was very different. Ricky Cometa, our art directed this. This was him playing around with what the backgrounds could be.
Ricky Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
We ended up changing it to the way it is now because while this is like pretty and beautiful, it's also really difficult to put into a pipeline and tell it like this very specific lineless style is just a little more difficult to do. And we wanted to make this kind of more manageable for our layout artists. And our art direction now, God, our show is so pretty. It's all thanks to Ricky and the designers. So pretty. But hey, we're at 8:05.
Ricky Minaj.
Ricky Minaj.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry about Ricky Minaj.
He's amazing.
Folks, we are at the end of our stream. It is
It's
8
the
o'clock.
end.
We got through all our incentives, which I didn't think would happen, but it did. I'll take a picture of my wild hair tomorrow. Alex will be practicing and singing Little Miss Perfect for you guys. We will upload that video sometime tomorrow. Little Miss Perfect. Little Miss Hootie. Little Hoot Perfect.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. This was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for donating. And just thank you for all being rock stars and supporting the show and supporting us as artists. Y'all are great. Can't wait for season 2. There's no date yet. Can't wait for it to go on Disney Plus. I'll update you when I'm allowed to share that information, but it's coming soon. And love you guys. Good night.
Good night. Register to vote.
Register to vote.
Register to vote. Also.
How do I end this?
Oh my god. Okay, now you guys are gonna see us fumble for a second.
Okay, everybody watch us fumble.
And